Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. I hope this evening finds you well. Welcome to another episode of Rolling in the Isles. He said, "Tales from my wife's son," then. All habits I have. When last we left our poor adventurers, they were in a spot of bother, to say the very least. Certainly one way to put it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's one way to put it. No, I was absent last week because I was busy puking, but
Yeah. Oh, one more. I need to fix some of the icons. There we go.
so I will need someone else to recap for me what happened last week. Although I'm looking at the screen, things aren't looking super hot. So who wants to recap?
This is the thing chasing you.
Yeah, great. Looks a little horrifying, just a little bit.
Just a tinge.
So who would like to recount last week's events? Terrifying episode 36.
Don't everybody
or,
jump up
or as it was known
Yeah.
last week, episode 15.
Very terrifying with us shopping for most of it in the beginning. But then we did eventually get on our way to the house again. And we actually went in and we found like some weird bug that was like half dead. But we found out if it manages to get into your body, not good things will happen.
It's a brutally slow and painful transformation into a type of semi-sentient undead.
Yep.
Oh, fun.
My main memory from last week is that Bill wouldn't let me buy Marty's heart ring from Captain Planet, and now
I said you couldn't buy it. I said you could go run Marty's fade and take it from his carcass.
Well, yes,
Like an honest adventurer. What? Yeah. Why are you complaining? I thought that there wasn't anything more communist than not paying for something and just knocking someone over the back of the head for their gear.
No, you're very right. As well as instigating the crowbar revolution, I'm gonna add environmental terrorism to my game as well, like to try and lure Captain Planet out. So killing. Like.
That's gonna be like the third season finale. Like
It'll just be a one-to-one. It'll just be a fancy recreation of the series Chernobyl. So there's an awful lot of graphite on this roof, boys. You can do 40 years in the army, 40 years in prison, or you can do 4 minutes on that rooftop.
To mention graphite, Ian Crossland will appear.
graphite for like
Yeah,
art.
The only graphite I'll admit to existing is the Blue Starly album.
For every bob made on the job, you pay with flesh and blood.
A primo fucking tune, and I think one that we all can enjoy. Chemical Worker song, certified hood classic.
The Chemical
Hell
Worker
yeah.
song is a real bop. In terms of a very tragic piece of music, but also a bop.
Oh yeah.
It is-
Mark ate a corpse.
Yeah, you found the body of one of the Rat Catchers Guild, and after accidentally gassing yourselves and blinding poor Baz in the process,
Bad.
the paladin decided to take a bite out of a carcass because his like Karenkov vampirism is kicking in.
I was licking his blood off the floor as well, like that was a thing. And then he was like,
We
"You don't need blood."
we are now 2 for 2 for vampire characters just like hoovering up blood like a Roomba. 2 for 2.
Well, was it at least tasty, I guess?
Actually 2 for 3, I guess.
I mean,
Not
No,
really.
it's
It
just-
was from the Rat Catchers Guild.
Yeah, you basically just took a bite out of Dale Gribble.
yeah, most of the rest of the party just was like, no, dissociate, roll perception to ignore.
Just...
Rolling in the Isles is really a story about how much a person can pretend to not see.
Yeah.
Like, I might have to change the name of the show to the bystander effect.
Oof, oof. Oh my. Well,
Slowly turning into a spin-off of Come and See.
I'm not British. I don't know what that is.
Oh no! Don't worry,
even
don't
I
worry.
know.
Oh.
Phil knows though. Clearly, and he's tickled by it. So. Like how excited.
We're going to hell for that joke, but it's worth it. Jesus Christ. Those that know, Come and See is a story of the Eastern Front in World War II through the eyes of someone through the eyes of a child, and it's rough.
Oh.
It's widely regarded as like the roughest film to sit through in modern cinema.
Great.
Yep.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah. Well, shall we?
So
I think we should.
here's the real question with this little shindig that's about to occur, because we're about to enter into a chase sequence, which is, well, for one thing, this is going to be a bit frenetic, to say the very least. Now, because we are in the, shall we say, underground here, I need to know precisely who has a active light source on them. So
I do.
torch, or etc.
I do.
I
Okay.
shall put an icon for that.
Oh yeah. Let's do that. How do you?
What icon should we use, Bill?
I think the best one would be. Tell you what, go with
Target.
the go with the twisted lightning bolt, top right next to the wrench.
Twisted lightning bolt.
Okay, and here's the question: do you want to go as a group light initiative or individual light initiative?
I feel like
What
group
is
might
the
be better for the
difference?
sake of cohesion.
Yeah, what's it?
What is the difference?
Okay. Group light initiative is
Obviously, I
the
chose
person
that.
with the strongest light source rolls in their initiative, and then they decide in which order the people go. And it's just it's boom or bust, you versus the enemy. Or you can go individual, in which case there's a higher probability that one of you will roll an initiative before our big clanky friend.
That sounds better then.
In any case, if you do not have a light source, you have to say which person with a light source you're going with. But if you're all going with, say, Baz or what have you, or whoever has the best initiative who has a light source, just say you're with that person.
What's
But
gonna
you
happen
have
with
to be
Shade?
within the radius of that light source.
Are we just gonna take control of Shade Master for the?
Shade, I'll just say that Shade will do his usual disappearing shit
one
until.
Yeah, he does it. He does his
just
disappearing
in
act.
From Zalmans for 20, saying every third skill check is at a -3. If the players forget to keep track, a black coin is added. Does that mean every third skill
Lamau,
check?
there's gonna be like several black coins easily.
Yeah, like wait.
Is
go,
it like
boys.
per player or like for the whole
Per player.
party?
Every third roll on a skill check.
So if like two people rolled something, then the third person, like second
Yes.
person, but it's the
Okay,
third
okay.
roll.
That's
Oh,
easily gonna
God.
get forgotten.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
Yeah, I know, isn't it great?
Yeah, it's forgotten real quick.
no. How can I?
Oh, I have a new. Oh, I have a new
Okay, so you are-
whiteboard behind me. Even I
as-
can do it
as-
physically.
You can do tallies. Okay, as you organise that, I need to go stir the ice cream that's in the freezer very quickly. I'll be right back. You organise amongst yourselves. Roll
Okay,
your
well.
initiative.
Alright.
Roll your choice of
Well,
initiative.
let's
Decide
do
which
it.
initiative you want to do.
I've just written it in the chat. Look, here on Roll20, where the skill check's gonna come
that's
up.
gonna get drowned
There we go.
away. So
No, wait, let's look. I've got a notepad up. I've got a physical whiteboard behind me now, so I can't get confused or forget about things as easily. So.
Oh no, she's integrating her Twitch stuff face.
No,
Hang on, but this
please
means that
don't do squats for subscribers, please.
no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing squats. No.
Sorry. Wait, is initiative a skill check? I don't think so.
Wait, that should have been added to the initiative thing. I have my.
He doesn't
avatar
have the initiative
highlighted
thing
and
up.
He doesn't have it up.
Bill. Now you have to add my nice 25 there, though.
Yep.
He's stirring this ice cream.
I shall continue writing down where I have stored everything.
Actually, it'd be the first time now in my life I'd be willing to like go get a what do you call it? A webcam if I ever needed to do something with it, so that I could write things on this whiteboard behind me.
Oh, you're gonna do a
which-
Wendigo. I see.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna do a Wendigo. But more
We'll
so
save that.
than-
We'll save that for the when you're in the forest hunting elves and shit.
Yeah.
But holy shit, that ice cream is good. That might get you. That might buy you some leeway. Everyone thank
You're
Hayden's cooking
welcome.
skills.
Oh, do I get something special for making you ice cream? Isn't that a little?
No, just because you asked them reneging the goodwill you had. You had some goodwill. That's what you had. You've now spent it with that comment. Everyone jeer her. Jeer her.
What is jeering?
Laugh at her.
Laugh.
Point and laugh.
There
Tiger's laughing.
Also, give
We're off
us
to a
the
good start this
initiative.
week.
Give us initiative list, please.
Yeah, Bill, and put my initiative
Okay.
in there.
Aiden rolled really well, so.
Okay.
Did we
Oh.
decide
With that-
if
with that
counts as
roll-
skill check initiatives.
Do we want to roll individually or just roll like 25 as the initiative check?
I mean,
Because of lighting initiative. You got a light source, you have an initiative of 25. Do you... I'll let it be like poker.
Wait,
like,
what?
do you want to go boom or bust? Do you think you can roll better than a 25?
I don't think we can. No,
no.
I really don't think we can.
No. My
Okay,
my
then
initiative is
you are-
+1. I can at most get a 21 if I wanted to.
Okay, then what we
Mine's
shall
8.
do...
So that's pretty damn good. Like that was a pretty damn good roll.
Okay, then everyone... I'm just going to add everyone on, and... Oh god, what the fuck?
No, there's too bad.
Everyone add
many
yourselves on.
bands.
Neri, it is your job to decide the order in which your team will go, as you are currently the person on point with the light.
Okay.
You decide who goes first, who goes last. Everything in between. I will add everyone to the initiative order.
Okay.
I'm gonna just put
I'm
a
adding people
0
on.
there for now. No list.
Well, okay. So Penny and Baz also have light sources,
Yeah.
but because of the way
Mark,
we're doing
did
this.
you get a lamp? If you got a lamp, add a weird, like, lightning bolt thingy to your icon.
Do you know if you ever picked up like a light source, like a torch or a lamp
I've
or
got
anything?
my Captain Planet light ring, what I had to settle for instead of the heart ring.
Oh yeah, I've got to put that. Okay.
Does it count as a light source?
I'd say so.
Yeah, actually, his is one of the strongest at 20. Everyone else is like 50. Like everyone else is using the oil lamps, right?
Yeah.
I'm using the
Right.
ever-burning torch.
I have
Yeah,
How
Those
do I
ones
put that
an
light
active
thing on?
torch.
I'm stupid.
Okay. Okie dokie, let's see. No, the oil, I need the lamp. God damn it. I think the regular oil, the regular lamp is like a... Oh no, it's 20 foot. No, it's the light spell. I fucking hate how this shit is laid out. Okay, it's 15-foot radius for everyone with lamps. And everyone else has got... and everyone else has a 20. Okay, so lamp bros.
Lamp bros.
Lamp.
Baz has got the fancy
I love lamp.
20 foot.
I love lamp.
Also, I'm not gonna write out each potion I put into my bag of holding. I'm just gonna put potions.
All good. I assume you've got like a. They sell like little potion rack things. I assume you've got one of those, something similar. We'll have some other method by which to organise them. And the bright lights are 15 foot coming from each of the cum beasts. Which is a sentence that a man doesn't go into a day thinking he's going to say out loud, but there we go. Okay, so Aiden, who is going first?
Who's on point?
This will be from the top, which will be a from 25 working downwards.
Baz is gonna light torch, and he's a big tanky boy. So how about Baz goes first?
So,
Excuse me.
Baz going before yourself.
That makes good sense.
Man's gonna just kill whatever's in front, I hope.
Yeah.
Okay. Who is second?
Okay.
You will lose a point of initiative per like rank in the order.
Yeah, I would volunteer to go last, being like the fastest. I can catch up like with everyone else if necessary.
Oh, right. Okay. Does
And
anyone
also,
want to go next?
Probably gonna try and kill him.
Does anybody want to go next? Penny, Carl?
I'm an initiative-based character. Do you want me going anywhere near third to last?
All right, Carl, you go second then.
All right.
So 24, such and such. Almond.
God damn, Baz.
It should be easy to remember his name. His name is Almond, and he is obsessed with nut. I should not be like this, but my brain filters out French names because of our natural enmity towards the French. Such is life. But okay, third.
That's one thing we can all unite over: our hatred of the French.
Especially the people who are French.
Poor Carl. All right.
It's just the origin of
after
the
that,
name.
then...
It's not a reflection on himself.
Yeah, I know. Well, no, Carl, is
Canadians hate them.
right? No, Carl's
I am
not
a-
Cajun.
I'm an anti-social mutt, but I claim my Cajun heritage.
All right. After
okay,
that, how about
the least
I'll
cringe
go,
of the French.
and then Penny, and then Mark. How about that?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Okay, so you're at 23 with Neri, 22 with Eris, and 21 with Mark. Of course, the man with the luck of God himself gets blackjack.
You're right.
And this chap is in at a nice even 12. Aren't you all very lucky?
It even has a period at the end.
Yes, because this
He's
character is a
very
bit definitive, shall we say?
Yeah, it's very proper.
Okay, with that descending in place. Well, let's begin. You wouldn't think all these noises are made by the same machine, but they are. Baz, you are blind.
Yes.
The party should have remembered this before they put you on point.
Well, I didn't know.
Fortunately,
I wasn't here last week.
fortunately, I do have 25 feet of blind sight.
You
So
are
I-
picking up some absolutely nightmarish things in this room with that blind sight.
Fuck.
It is like moving through a mix of a like DMT trip, a room full of like smog and fog and smoke, and probably I'd say a what would be a good tertiary one? The film Irreversible played in like 3 times speed.
I see.
The cavalcade of
Well,
swirling
all I knew
phantasms.
is like Baz is
Cavalcade
their
of
tank,
bullshit.
so I was like, well, let him get into the tussle first.
No, don't worry. He'll be fine.
All right.
But-
So,
Sebas, the field is yours.
all right. First of all, since he is within technical vision range, barely,
Yes.
could I roll anything to try and identify, like, gain
You
information?
may. Roll whichever you feel will be most appropriate. Given the chase situation, you're going to get to choose one per turn.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna go for knowledge martial. And with that, I want to ascertain how many hit dice it has and what kind of defenses it has. Alright. There you go. That's the first check.
Okay, with the first of the first trio. Okay.
We got this. We got this. I'm more worried about the keeping track of how many skill checks we've done.
This creature
Yeah.
has
Every
13
monster.
hit dice.
I see.
Oh fuck.
So that's not feasible to fight.
It is. The way it moves, this does not move like a creature. It moves like a machine. It is. You can see with the amount of bright light you have with the with the phantasmic lights so close to it, you can see in the seams just whirring and just grinding gears and pivoting pieces of machinery and pistons. To be close to this thing is to be in mortal fucking peril. This is a living, breathing, running, climbing, lively cloaker.
I see.
Trying to grapple this thing
Just
is like
makes me want to fight it even more when you describe it like that.
trying to fist fight this thing is like trying to fist fight a lathe. It is plunging your hand into grinding machinery. It
So
will-
don't fist the robot. Got it.
Yes, in this case, whatever this thing is,
Good advice.
and it's not a regular golem. Golems are just solid, with a few basic mechanical pieces to allow the pivoting of movement from an elemental driving it. This is, you're not sure what the source of its power or its sentience is, but it is clearly malevolent.
Maybe
That
we
much
just
is
push it
radiant
into
from
the abyss. It's right in front of that bridge over some.
It
cavernous
climbed
abyss.
out of it.
Yeah.
It leaped
Oh, it
out
did.
of that. So
Okay.
It might
yeah.
buy you some time, but it's shown that it can plunge its hands into solid granite and use it as handholds to hurl itself upwards.
Basically was swimming with the help of
Does
rock.
Detect Evil show anything about it? Because I've got constant Detect Evil on. I
It
cannot turn
radiates
off.
palpable, strong evil, similar to what you normally see on a cleric or a anti-paladin or even an outsider.
I see.
Whatever is driving this thing, it is, you suspect, some kind of evil spirit bound to a machine.
Baz smiles.
Oh no.
And is there anything I could ascertain with that about its vision?
Its vision is limited. The way that it's structured, if I can bring the image up for everyone, it's got sunken eye holes, and the entire structure appears to be black bronze. As such, it does not have the greatest field of vision. Constructs rarely do. This machine was not built as some kind of surveillance creature. It was designed. Whoever crafted this thing is the operative term, designed this to go out into the world and crush to death anything it found, whether it was looking particularly hard or not. It's a lopsided mechanical abomination.
I mean, we saw what it did
Alright.
to the one guy.
And by the looks of things, that was done with one punch.
In that case, looking forward, does that appear to be an obstacle of sorts?
That appears to be a old statue, its head completely wrenched and crumbled from its body, that's been overturned. It's about 3 feet, or it's a barricade of about 3 to 4 feet, depending on the
Alright.
section. It looks like an old statue from a temple, but it has been obliterated.
Would I be able to hand one of the party members a potion as a swift action, like a alchemical item?
You may hand it one over as a standard. But you may draw it as part of your move.
Right.
So I know you always have rough and ready as a trait, because why the fuck wouldn't you not have it? So, and if your name is Baz, you are inherently proficient with bottles. That's just a rule.
In that case, I will forgo that and try to just throw something at the creature.
Anything in particular you'd like to go for?
Yes. As I withdraw and cobble together a mixture of grease, oil, and pocket sand.
Their Angle Star special, you dirty bastard.
Yes.
Now, is this using your alchemy abilities? Or
Yes.
is this something you're bodging together on the spot outside of those rules?
Alchemy abilities, and also got another ability that allows me to cobble things together as a swift action in a pinch.
Okay then. Just wanted to make sure.
No problem. Let's see. I'll just use the roll of the crossbow to hit.
Okay, please take into account. Do you have precise shot? Because if not, please take into account you will get the enemy has soft cover from your allies.
Alright. Could I attempt to make a cold shot to its head with it?
You may.
Actually, I will not do that because then it's
Say
no
you
longer
would take a
against
full
touch.
round, would it not?
I've got befuddling style, but
Yeah, she do as a standard.
I'll just yeet it at the creature. This is against flat-footed touch.
In the face. It's not a crit in this case, 'cause it's not a 19 to 20. But
It is a 19 to 20 because of Barroom Sphere.
oh, cool. Well, it is crit. Bargain.
Yes.
That's a
I'm not sure if
It
10
does not
confirms against
confirm-
flat-footed
it does not
touch.
It does not confirm, unfortunately.
No worries.
It does actually have a positive dexterity, as terrifying as that is.
That is rather terrifying.
Yeah, bulk only works to a certain degree. Sometimes machinery triumphs over limitations such as bulk.
Yeah. Okay, in that case, it is a DC 18 reflex save.
Versus tripping
or it
over?
will- Yes, actually, it is. Sorry, DC 20 versus tripping over.
We shall see the result of that on his turn. Okay.
All right.
Any other and I believe you're going to try and keep the movement up. Take it.
Yes, definitely. I will attempt to just run through the object.
Okay. Roll me a strength check. Power check, as case may be.
All right. I believe the bishop plate also gives me some advantage on this.
Yeah.
There we go.
Pretty good, pretty good. Let's see what damage is on. That'd be a stone item. Ugh. Okay, we'll go with the masonry setting. Because it's only a foot thick. Are you willing? The plate will allow you to go through it regardless of that. Unfortunately, that's a bit too low. Would you be, if you're willing to take damage equal to the difference?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go with, I say it was a 3. Let's see what section you're at. You're in the feet. Let's double check the height of that. Okay, that's only about a foot deep. You're very lucky because it wasn't. It would have been a DC of 50, which would have done some serious damage to your kneecaps. Okay, so its
Yes.
DC is 35.
7 damage then?
Yep, 7 points of damage. And it'll break a foothold for you. It won't just like smash you clean through.
Alright. So I can't move beyond this, or can I?
No,
Right,
you're already
I
taking
do
a
have some
standard and swift. If you've got movement left, you may.
Alright. Because I shall move up to here.
Okay. Excellent.
Quick question.
Yes.
If I have a pocket space, can I put a bag of holding in it? Or is that the thing that fucks up and then explodes?
Pocket spaces? I'm guessing you mean pocket spaces in like it's an extra dimensional space.
1 foot by 1 foot extra dimensional space.
Putting a bag of holding in there will cause a space rip.
Okay. Good to know.
Oh, as a heads up, the next skill check takes -3.
Yep. Oh, gyroscopic takes a nice choice.
Yes.
Oh, you use your swift action to cobble, so you won't be able to.
Oh, good point.
Unless you want to try and eat your swift action for next by using your immediate action.
Oh no, I'll wait till next time. It's all good.
I'm always weary about using those because you never know when you need to counter something. But
Yeah.
Okay, now that's done. Armand, your turn. Ghost with the toast.
Ghost, plural. There's more than one. You really put me in a shit position here on rolls, Han.
It's only -3. It's survivable.
It is, but preferably we want to ensure that power rolls have the ability of being useful, so there will be an opportunity to make a negative roll so that the next 2 rolls are clean.
Or do you want to risk it? And you could always risk it and take the black coin, but those can get out of hand.
No.
Do not.
First I'm checking is make sure I have 3 ghost lights. I think the last one was left behind in the other room. In any case,
Go beast.
let's drag it down. Gosh darn it. There we go. Till you made me a proper light torch image, I'm gonna keep using the goat beast.
That's the point of the cum beast. It's an all-purpose token.
The cum beast can be whatever you want it to
The cum beast is a multi-tool.
I tried using
Exactly.
torch icons, and they tend to get lost in the morass. The cum beast is very blatantly there.
Jack of all trades, master of cum.
Based.
Cum beast.
Hans on a roll there.
That is not a skill check. So, I'm going to make one of these into an extended witch light. I need green icon. Thank you.
Zama's is typing, we're in trouble, boys.
And the other 2, green. This will be red. Actually, no. No, yellow's not good. Orange will work. And these 2 will be bright witch lights, which yield light as torches.
Okay, so 15 a pop. What's the usual light level for them?
It does not actually say what the witch light's normal level is, but it does give off some level of light, but I'm assuming it's less
Candle.
than a torch.
It's probably candle, usually.
Also, I noticed that the party didn't move forward, because I didn't see wherever Han moved to.
He's out of the view range because there's rocks in between. I do believe he's like
Okay,
somewhere over
it's-
here.
It's on a diagonal.
Mm.
Yeah. There you go. He's over there.
The first thing they're going to notice is the skeleton is going to comically feel the air where Shademaster was just magically disappeared.
He did a peace sign and disappeared.
Gorian does ironically have a bunch of contingencies in case something jumps him, so this is in character for him.
Yeah.
Can't catch a merchant lacking.
Upon which, once they realize, son of a bitch!
can't keep getting away with this. That vampiric fuck.
The skeleton is going to move through the. It's going to move past the party and start running.
Okay, we have an update. Meta planning your dice rolls to evade the -3 will also result in black coins.
Yeah. Like you could just.
So there's a warning shot for everyone.
I almost have my visual guide on where all my shit is done.
Here. Meanwhile, the ghost is going to bring up the rear. It's actively going to fly through everyone that is directly in front of him. That's 3 people.
I think you can move through ally spaces. So...
Yeah. Does anyone have protection from alignment on at all?
No.
Yes. I have.
You have it.
protection
I know you have it constantly. Anyone
Yeah.
else got it on currently? Because anyone he hits that has that, he's just gonna get shunted upwards 5 feet like it's a ramp.
Wait, what?
Nope.
I'm just deciding because some that blocks summoned creatures. Technically, he's one.
I think so.
Do you think so or you know so?
I think you just have an aura of like socialized medicine, which is different. Just kind of hitting different now that you are irradiated from a vampire who eats people.
Yeah.
Went from the NHS to Planned Parenthood really fast.
As I was asked by Cold War Mech one day when he was asking what do I classify the character as, I decided to collectively start calling each of these personalities CGI, decentralized ghostly intelligence. They are
Don't become a fucking alphabet agency. That's the last thing the party needs on its back. They're nefarious enough. What with the cannibal and the vampire? And I could be referring to literally any fucker in this party with that description.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
naturally,
I'm not a vampire.
yet.
God knows what you're pot troll.
It's worse.
And I'm sorry, who got banned from the Jugger League? You have to work pretty hard, boys and girls, to get banned from a Jugger League.
All I'm saying is that Galtian kid should have trained his neck more.
You'd think as a training executioner he would have done. But okay, back to the task at hand. Carl, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your turn. Bad for myself apart. The field is yours.
First thing I will do is I will push the Witch Flame forward to this position.
Should have lighting attached to it. It does not have lighting attached to it because I have a mental disability. There you go.
Rude.
You have to make sure
All
to
the other
add,
little things, just not that one.
you have to make sure to add light to
Yeah,
To add
I've got
light.
everything else. It's all good.
Yeah.
We're all good.
Second thing I will do is I will attempt to put a ghost flame directly in front of the eye source of the golem.
Okay.
Do I notice anything?
It's a good call, given that you know how night vision works. So I'm not one of these people who's like, oh, you have a torch and you also have dark vision beyond it. Like, no, if you're looking near a torch, you're pretty much shagged your dark vision inside out doing that. Especially if you've got infrared.
And we don't know what it has.
Could be infravision, could be old school infravision, could be dark vision, could be life sight, God help you. Who knows? Could be anything.
Understood it as wife sight, and I was like, huh, that's an interesting one. I've not heard that one before.
Wouldn't be the weirdest one out there. There is like
find
There's one
wife.
fungus. There's a fungus you
wife.
can have where you can smell people's blood pumping through their veins,
I mean,
and it gives you like the daredevil sight, but only for people's blood.
I could
There's
have
only gonna
picked
be-
up child scent as well, which basically just means you can smell children. And you can
I want-
find children.
That's
That's terrible.
I once had a bard player who decided to have a character that was just a sexual harasser, and he had what he called wife sight.
Typical.
Typical bardic behavior.
But do I notice any difference in its sight change by putting a ghostly flame burning as a torch in its face?
Okay, the light is the light really does show you how the inner workings of this thing. It is the stuff of fucking nightmares, but you're not sure how it's reacting given the light yet. It seems it's a rather slow creature with sudden bursts of violent speed. So currently it's in that kind of slow lurching state before we get to its turn and it gets into the blinding speed state. But if you want to roll a perception check, at a -3, mind you.
That's what we need perception high for.
You always want perception high.
20.
Okay, still enough. Set the clock. Okay. The inner workings of the creature's eyes. It's not mechanical. Something is in there and it's squirming.
Can we hear it squirming?
No, but you can just about make it out. The gears and the whirring of the pistons make too much noise to hear it, but you can see something with the tone of wet flesh. It's almost like a bag of entrails squirming around inside of its head. As you contemplate that, I need to quickly go stir the ice cream again. Sorry, boys and girls. Like, sorry to keep dashing out like this. I'll be 5 seconds.
Gotta stir the ice cream.
Bill is dedicated.
It's looking to turn out to be some pretty ice cream, so I understand why. I'm gonna have some as well when it's ready, but it's gonna take a minute.
Yes.
Unfortunately, though, I would do it, but I'm upstairs. I'd have to
Yeah.
Actually, Bill, you could get me to do it. Just tell me when. Just DM me. 'Cause I'm not as actively involved as the DM is,
You're just gonna yell ice cream run, then you have to go stir ice cream.
It's yeah, I'd be alright to do it.
That seems about right. However, I have half that.
Can I put the gas mask on a necklace slot for carrying?
If you hang it around her neck,
Yes,
But
yeah,
you'd
that's
have
what
to
I mean, basically.
there would be a swift action to put on and off if you would
Oh,
put
I
it in
already
a
put
position
it
like
on.
that.
Legitimately better than regular ice cream. Holy shit.
Yay!
But the slightly floral note offsets the cream cheese taste. Right.
However, my turn. Move him back here because now I need to actually make this correct. So the skeleton is going to use about 25 feet of movement, I think. How many? If I choose to do a action of movement for my turn, what does that leave me with for? If I was to assume that I have my normal 30 move speed.
If you've got basically two move actions with a movement, or you can use anything that requires a standard. It's a standard move. It's a standard move and swift action economy in this chasing.
Oh, love. Okay. This is gonna make it harder though. Okay, so 15. To move past them here. This position. Okay, that'll work. as Armand shambles past in the skeletal body, specifically trying to move past everyone to get away and out of sight of the creature. As he comes moving past, you hear him hiss, "Sorry, not sorry." Meanwhile, behind you, Elutum announces, "We do not have time to argue. Run and keep running." And he will fly to all three of you. And then, after reaching here, will then move 30 feet from Neri forward using his teleport. And then he will attach Lasco's flame to Kamimark's front, specifically in a position where it will not blind him.
Okay. His blinged out armor will help focus the light. So you want to, if you want to get rid of the ghost flame, I'll just attach the light source to Mark for the time being.
Yeah, sure. It just makes me help to remember that I have 3 active flames. I can't have more than 3, because I can only be able to sustain 3.
Oh, well, I had a 30 light on him for some reason. I think we might have put a light source on him last week.
I don't remember.
Oh, he's got his fucking fancy light ring. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Money
I
well
put
spent.
things on where they are into players' chat.
And after he teleports from you, the Lutum will announce, "We do not have time to argue. We just need to keep running. Everyone needs to keep moving while I figure out a way to get ectoplasm in Han's mouth or get close enough to keep talking to him."
It sounds so dodgy out of context.
Yeah.
I really.
Yeah.
Even in context.
I know it's a serious situation. Yeah, I'm not sure
Come
context
on,
helps.
open
as
your
well.
mouth. Ectoplasm time.
Here comes aeroplane. Ugh. It's bleak, God. Any other actions after that?
Can I make another perception check to see the area around me?
You may.
Lord have mercy, please do not roll zeros. 25.
Okay. Right, okay. 25. You notice something. Apart from the felled column and the small viney plants on the side of the wall here, there is a right here, 2 squares in front of Baz, the second square right before the ladder, there is a displaced tiny indentation of dirt, a little hunch of dirt.
That's it?
Yeah, just a small bunch of dirt. And there's a ladder directly thereafter.
Okay.
So black in front of Baz is regular dirt, slightly hunched up dirt, ladder, up the ladder, and you can see a few like bits and pieces beyond the ladder, but you can't really make them out.
Okay. Before ending his turn, both projecting his voice backwards forwards in this case, forwards towards.
You're a ghost. You can actually project it in both directions at once due to how you can just rupture your cheeks of the ectoplasm and project it 2 ways.
Projecting the voice forward to Han and then psychically to everyone else. Get ahead of me!
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our benchmark. Right in front of the filled column.
And that should have been turn.
Okay. Neri,
Oh, make sure you keep moving the ghost light so that it stays in track with the golem, since it's flying through its head.
Yes. I'll select his one. Why did we put this brown line here again?
Well, considering everyone else appears to be retreating, or I will follow suit. Which my can only move about here. Yeah, I'll just move back, I guess. I'm not gonna do much else. I mean, look, this is spooky, so I'm just gonna move here. It looks like we probably don't have a great chance against it, so
You can make 2 move actions if you wish.
okay. In which case,
But you will have to hop over. You'll have to vault over the little.
Didn't
say little
break
bee.
through it?
Only on the lower section, only a little bit. He made it easier for everyone. He didn't smash clean through it.
Oh,
okay, which is to make a what acrobatic check.
Yes, please. How well you roll the turn. Okay, that gets you over it, but it counts for 2 squares.
Okay, so I can basically get like here, right?
Yeah. Don't forget, you can occupy the same space as Almond, as he is technically intangible.
Alright, okay. Hey, friend.
let me slip right in here.
Right in here, like, what?
Just
don't
right in.
mind me just walking through your phasable body. Just trying to get away from that horrifying abomination. I don't know what else to do. Like, it appears that we're all running away, so run away! Run away! Bye. Alright. That's all I'm gonna do then. I don't think there's anything else that would be worth me doing, honestly. Right now.
You can roll perception, try and get and take in your surroundings or something.
Yeah, I guess so. Just if there's anything else I've missed over here.
Okay.
Oh, hey, you know what? Actually, could I do? Oh no, I've made 2 moves, so I can't probably do anything else.
You got a swift left.
Well, I was gonna try to like break that rock down more.
Unfortunately, you've already made a move. You've already made 2
Yeah,
actions. If you had a standard,
think
you
about
could
that.
try and break it up, but
Shit, I didn't think about that.
yeah.
Damn, that would have been a better idea. Dude. Yeah, just. Is there anything else I can?
Okay, what's the total on that?
That's 3 out of 3. I don't know if that means -3 on that one. On the
Yeah.
next one.
Mhm.
I think it's on that one.
So 23.
23, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, much the same. You find that you notice what the odor is in here is very slightly strange. And additionally, yes, just in front of Baz, before the ladder, is a indentation.
In the wall.
Indentation. It's a small hunch of soil.
It seems unusual in some way.
It's almost like it's an old flagstone or something under the soil.
Like something you could potentially dig up. That might be. Or that has been buried. Is that what it looks like? It's been buried there. is what
Soil
it's-
has been disturbed.
Okay, I'll shout that to Baz as well, since he's a little bit further ahead and let everyone knows. Like, it looks like there's something maybe on our way out before we completely abscond from the situation. Check out that pile of dirt that appears to be recently disturbed.
Disturbing.
And that's all I'm gonna do.
And
Disturbed. You have disturbed the dirt. Says
Eris.
England must never merge with France. Sorry, it's an Atlantis,
Eris's
the Lost Empire
body
reference.
will like slightly contort as she'll go on all fours as she goes into the Swift Panther stance. And she's gonna do a double move to like
And-
here. Or like just
You'll hit. Go to the first 30-foot point, and then you can plan from the rest from there, because there is obviously you got blocked vision.
yes.
And in Swift Pantera, the hunt, you do not take into account difficult terrain, so you ignore the column.
Plus I have 10 feet more of movement speed. So I was just leaving. I just go here. Like I zoom.
It's like the characterization of Swift Pantera of the Hunt looking like someone, like that one meme video of a dude running on all fours after someone as the fucking Boreal Valley thing plays.
I mean,
Careful,
it
don't man the
literally
head.
like says that. We're like, oh, your legs and arms extend. You get razor sharp claws on your fingers only. So I would imagine you use those to start running.
Hey, shitty on beast mode.
Yep.
Okay.
Baz will inform you to be careful of the dirt mound that is somewhere in front of him.
That seems to be disturbed. Would that prompt a perception check?
You may.
Very cool. Let me pull up my sheet. Oh.
For those of you at home who want to play along, don't forget, ChatGPT can now make Pathfinder characters.
Yeah.
16 on the perception. Also, the lamp is currently being held by the mage hand thingy that she has.
Okay.
So it's not like I'm dragging the lamp across
There is
the
a
room.
there is a clear indentation of soil here.
Soil. Aren't we in a cave? Why is there soil here?
Yeah, that's the thing. Everywhere else is stone. It
Right.
looks like something
Seems
literally ground its way through the stone until it was soil. And something buried here.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Unless there's anything else I can do, that should be it. As I did my swift and then the double move.
Okay. Comrade. The field is yours. Mark.
Yeah, I'm here for the unmute. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. Brace yourselves. I'm gonna hold the gob up in the air. I'm gonna shout, "It's gorbin time." I'm gonna spin the fucking belt thing, my common rider belt of communism. And then I'm gonna do a load of like kung fu moves that don't actually, you know, like they do. Then I would like to do like a flip, like over the golem thing to the other side, and you know, there's like fireworks, like as I do that. And then
Just throw down your character art. We still haven't got the updated version yet, unfortunately. I will upload that momentarily, but we'll just put you there for the time being. And
yeah, so I'd like to do that somersault thing before I show you my next move.
okie dokie.
Everyone else has run away and we're
Absolute
just
Chad.
Like, fuck this shit.
Fucking bowling so hard, motherfuckers want to find me.
Oh god.
I have to respect the fact he went through with the entire spawnisms.
Well, it's just, you know, it's
Is it
raising my
possible for
morale,
a
I
man
won't
to
return
bowl
now, okay?
too hard? Let's update the artwork. Let's update the artwork. As much as I do like the Baryshnikov rider, we'll go with the fancy one for the time being rather than the crowbar version. 'Cause I do like this.
The Kava Rider. That's a name, Bill.
The cover.
It's the words I heard come out of your mouth.
What is it's Commune Rider and Baryshnikov. There you go. It's your fancy new version.
There he is.
I do like Ichigo, Comrade Ichigo with the communist thing and the crowbar, but that's pretty clean for AI art. Okay, so roll away on your acrobatics.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, that's damn near a crit. Okay. He's flat-footed because he hasn't acted yet. So actually succeeds.
Yes.
Penalty versus tumbling. Maybe because there's a big fucking light in his face. So, yeah, you can control the fancy suit version, right, Mark?
No.
You should be able to.
Oh, you
Hang
have
on, let
the
me-
pencil still selected, that's why.
Yeah, I can, yeah.
As a cum beast appears underneath him.
How terrifying.
Uh,
Oh no, don't put lines from the cum beast, people will get the wrong idea, we'll get demonetized.
Also, I'm gonna quickly place arrows over here so I can actually view what the fuck's happening.
Oh yeah. Tell you what, I will change Commie Mark's thing so that everyone can see.
Okay. I'll go back.
I'll just change it on Commune Rider. I guess for some reason Commune Rider does not have vision. Yes. Okay. Okay. Is everyone able to see that now?
No.
I can see it, certainly.
It's controlled by all players. There we go. How about now?
Yes.
Okay. Where would you like to land?
Oh, is the bridge blown out? I don't remember. I think
The
it
bridge
may
is
have fallen
not
through.
blown out. No, it's still intact, but it's a bit rickety.
Okay. I'd like to land as far away as is feasibly possible. Like,
Okay, that
do
is-
you think that the other side of the bridge is too far a leap?
You can get to about here for that move action.
Yeah, alright.
You
Sweet.
get
We'll
to
go there.
midway.
So then, I'm gonna do another set of like fake fighting moves, and then if you look in the general chat, I'm gonna take my hammer and sickle and all of my other weapons and make it into like the combined Power Rangers gun thing.
Oh god!
I'm gonna pull that up on stream.
Why is the crowbar so? Why is the crowbar so much larger than everything else?
Because it's a super crowbar. I've pulled it up for people to see on stream too.
Oh my god!
Bruh.
So then I'm gonna launch the Gorb at him. It's a Gorb launcher.
It's just a fat man launcher with autism.
It's amazing. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Tell you what, roll the hit. It can't make an attack up against you because it's not had its turn yet.
Get him.
Yes, it's a ranged attack.
Of course! Of fucking course! Roll to confirm.
Hell yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Let me get the crit.
Why do we all run away?
'Cause
Fuck, dude.
Because you were meant to. 'Cause it's called the organ grinder, for fuck's sake.
What did Mark do?
You may have critted it. Roll again, Mark. Roll to confirm. Watch this cocksucker roll. Of course, I was about to say, watch this cocksucker. Roll again, roll again.
Holy shit. Holy
Talking Giga Chad.
Fucking jeez.
Okay, I'm
Okay, it's not a
so
triple
low now.
crit. Jesus Christ.
Of course.
Oh my.
Of course.
Although,
Ugh. There's some
What's the high
finishing moves.
ground?
That doesn't-
Holy shit.
I'm going to say you do that shit in midair. Okay, let me get the crit table. Okay, roll me a percentage dice, please.
Yes.
D100, I believe, right?
I can't fucking believe this shit. Yeah, you roll one D100, please. And you have to roll it twice because you. We didn't confirm so you can crit, but she's. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna give it to your crit effects. Fuck it.
One. Do it twice, did you say?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, no additional effect and. Bruised leg, -2 penalty to AC, balance checks, climb, jump, move something, and tumble.
Did he fall over?
would that also give it a penalty against resisting the grease.
Yes, it will on its turn.
Very nice.
As you leap over this thing, you land rear backwards and hurl with the autism cannon, hurl the gorb at full speed and smash directly into it back its knee with a kind of a soft crunching noise. And you can see one of the plates has fallen off, and you see like dozens of pistons and gears all whirring at high speeds. Though now with the added slightly every couple of rotations.
Yeah.
Is the
Fucking
sand and
Mark, pull a shit
grease
up, I
not
swear to
gonna be
God.
able to get inside of him?
Oh, it's still, he's doused in like grease and sand and bullshit. He is...
And oil.
Yeah, and oil.
That's-
He,
Fucking with its sensors or lenses, if it has any.
oh yeah, don't worry. And it's also gumming up all the interior parts.
Yes.
God damn.
Wait, does the orb do any fire damage?
It's an excellent question. Because the hammer does. And it's a combined weapon.
Because the grease basically gives it a massive penalty to resist fire-based things.
I think because he uses his finishing move is wind-based, so his does all slashing, not fire.
Gotcha. All right.
Don't you worry, hon. I'm already on the shit.
Excellent.
There's a
Next
reason that
turn.
I'm not gonna fuck
Again, we
around
were all
and
right
find
away.
out.
Only Mark can pull this shit. I swear to God.
Like, nah.
What a
And
guy.
just, fuck. All right. Okay. Let's
Fortune
go back.
favors the
Let's
bold.
Fuck with it. For real though. Holy shit.
Yes.
What did the dice gods mean by this?
Clearly that we weren't supposed to run away. We were all being
They're
a bunch
calling
of
us
babies.
pussies.
Was communism right?
Oh,
My
boy.
God.
I've got the power of marks and angles on my side.
3, 4, 5.
Also, not counting that as a yeah, I'm not counting that as that's all one thing. If it's a one attack roll, it's one dice roll, and it's
Yeah,
not technically a
also
skill
it's-
check anyway.
Yeah, range is not.
Okay.
It's an attack. So
Yeah.
it's just two.
This isn't 5e where everything's a fucking stat roll, technically speaking.
I don't take chances with you, Bill.
You can see.
It's worth checking.
You can
Don't
see
get me
that
wrong.
next to like skill checks, you have the little hammer and wrench, while the attacks have like little swords that are crossed. So you can tell what is a skill check through that.
Should be fucking hammers and sickles with how well this fucker's rolling. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Couldn't actually.
My God.
You didn't give him
Okay.
those.
That's
You didn't give him those stupid ass dice that let him save crit rolls, did you, Bill?
I don't think so.
I'm just saying, 2 crits back to back.
God damn, oh, man. This man built different.
This man built off of bread.
This is the power
Bread mine,
This
yeah.
man is not keto friendly.
built in the bread mines.
Oh, just so you're aware, Mark, in case the bridge does collapse, there is still a rope running from one side to another,
Yes.
with pythons on each
I
side.
can tight rope on that because I'm.
It's actually
Yes.
against the wall, but I moved it so people can get across this without any bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other
Does he look
actions,
at
man?
me? Did he look around? Did it?
He hasn't
did
had
it
a chance to
like,
look around yet. This thing has actual facing rules where it can only face a certain direction at a time.
Hmm.
So you mean to say one person can distract it while the other ones are attacking its back?
I will warn you though, this creature is still a 13 hit dice abomination. It is very strong.
There's a reason
Yeah,
why I
so we're-
left.
The reason why the rest of us ran away.
Yes,
But
but
again,
Mark is
see, we-
standing and fighting,
but
so we
But
should.
comrade, who is literally
Yes.
immune to the concept, like fear is not something he's physically capable of doing
Again,
anymore.
The rest of us could only merely attempt to adopt the bread mines. Mark was born in them, so it's clearly a different level.
The almighty loafer spoke. Now, Mark, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn? You've got a swift action left.
I'll just like brace myself or whatever for the next turn. Just more karate poses. Oh, I'll do that.
Yeah, just-
Also, roll your damage for the gorb and add 3d6, please. Because that was a finishing move.
What is the Gorb's crit
What?
multiplier?
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
3 times?
It's times 3. So roll your damage dice 3 times, please. I think it's 66 total plus like 3 times your strength.
Damn.
And you're technically two-handing it.
Alright, so yeah, it's fucked up now. Oh.
Mark back at it
So
again, saving the party.
So it's technically it's 9d6 plus 3 times your strength modifier. Sorry, 3 times 1.5 times your strength modifier. How's your bid mass feeling? And whilst you work that out and roll that, I need to go to stir the ice cream again.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
Ice cream break
ice
means
cream.
drink water, everyone.
Well, I have alcohol, so I'll drink that. Cheers.
I have coffee.
I can't. Like, I really just because Bill made it pretty clear. He's like, "Oh, you just need to run away from this thing." Like, fucking based though, dude. Just nah,
Yes.
fuck that. Now we all look like a bunch of pansies.
Yes. I
for
will
yourself,
stay
I
by
have
that.
plans.
I will
Speak for
fucking
yourself.
run, I don't care.
I have a plan. That plan involved getting to a position and starting to do things because I knew that Mark was going to do something.
Oh yeah, getting
Well,
into position.
I'm running.
because
I
Yeah,
don't
getting
care.
into position far away.
I have
You had a fucking
107.
Red Bull? Sorry, I just heard Han opening
No.
a can.
It was beer.
Oh.
Oh.
Just a cold
I
one.
have 170 feet of rope and I intend to use it.
To hang myself with. Oh wait, that's me. Sorry, never mind.
I've come to just the right place. Okay. Unappreciable amount of damage.
How's the ice cream?
Pretty damn good. And it's
Is it
actually
getting
more
there?
than that,
Getting
'cause
to
it's
the
only,
ice
only added
creamy
3,
consistency?
so... so the extra 21 top of 8.
Oh.
59 damage, not bad.
Damn,
Not at all.
dude.
You can start to see some of the...
It's got like 1,000 health or something.
It's got quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but come on, that's the whole thing was impressive as hell.
Yeah.
Just
It's one of
like,
those. This is one of those creatures where you don't know how fucked up it is until it starts moving, then you can kind of judge by how it moves.
No, when like Batman cuts Superman, like, and he bleeds. That's all that happened. Like,
But you cut Superman and he bled. It's
Yeah.
still something.
that's pretty hard, isn't it?
Okay. Any other actions, Conrad?
No, I'm just doing like poses with fireworks and stuff in the background.
He's learning well. Boys and girls, he's learning very well. Now, time to also teach some lessons. Okay. Okay,
Yeah, it's
let's
spooky.
see our attack priority. It rolled the same for its attack priority dice. For fuck's sake. Okay. The creature turns to face Mark.
Quick question:
Comrade.
Did it trip?
He's rolling that one. It seemed I had to re-roll because it passed its initial one, but now it's got a secondary effect. Ooh. Oh dear, that's 2.
It's also on the edge.
Yeah. It goes to pivot, one of its gears locks up, and it falls through the bridge. Comrade, could you roll me an acrobatics check or a dance check in your case?
Remember the rope that's there.
Yes,
Yeah,
there's a rope.
Yeah.
This is what a climb check or a dance check.
Thank fuck for pythons, by the way.
You just about hold on with one hand.
Yeah, that's even more showboaty.
Yeah, exactly.
After a while, you can hear almighty crunch, and as you look down, you can see the creature has smashed its hand into the wall and just ground down a great rent through the stone until it eventually stopped. So I'm going to move it to here for the sake of ease. It is about 30 feet down below you. And time to make its check. It can't use that leg. It's locked for this turn. It can't get enough purchase. So
It is covered in grease, yeah.
yeah, it can't. Every time it tries to move, it has to roll, but that's that bloody grease. It slides down a little bit more. It's now 30. It's now 40 feet below you. And its last action.
Covered in grease.
Oh, okay. It finally gets a foot on its other good leg, grabs hold of the wall, and hurls itself up. It is now 10 feet below you. I will now put a.
Yeah, no, I'm running. Oh yeah.
As it looks up at you, you can see where the light is shining down on it, and it's looking up at you. You can see inside of its head, there's just these horrid, squirming, thick, worm-like creatures that seem to just. There doesn't seem to be an end to them. It's just one endless squirming mass. And okay, let's go with. As it does a horrid kind of piping, cooing noise, you can see from in between the gears are these tiny crawling insects that are so small that you can't really even tell what they are, just crawling in amidst its body.
Cool.
And that will be its turn, unfortunately, because it rolled poorly. Okay. Top of the order. Baz. Sounds like Comrade's buying you time.
Did he just ignite it?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least from what I know, there's a massive crash. The sound of Comrade transforming.
Then a second massive crash.
I'll just sort of scream out at the top of my lungs, "You're right!"
The ghost replies, "Yeah, he's alright."
I'm not dead! I shout.
Hooray!
Ballin', but a podcast.
Okay. So, with my character thinking that Comrade is managing and has somehow duped the creature, he will proceed as he was, and he will attempt to climb up. How high up is that?
That is a 15-foot length of ladder, though it's very strangely made. It's almost like it wasn't. Like it looks more like a fence that was been repurposed as a ladder.
Right. Could I quickly use perceptional siege engineering to look at the mound of dirt?
You may. Whichever you prefer.
Because Baz is aware about landmines from back at the church.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a point. That dance check is technically a 12.
Although with the rope have provided him with an 8 and another.
20.
Yeah, I'm willing to give some leeway on that one because that was clearly negligent and not malicious. But
Okay.
I'll put a silver in with the black. What can I say?
Wait. Right.
I am
Siege engineer.
legitimately impressed. That is a very suspicious mound of dirt, but you're not sure what it is.
Could I also roll perception?
You may.
Alright. 20.
You recognise what that is. And you manage to stop poor Eris right before she steps up. She moves towards it, as it is a nefarious alligator sapping turtle.
Sapping? Oh, that's a cute image. Wait, what the fuck is that on its back?
It's a species of both terrarian and subterranean terrapin. Infamous for in how aggressive and also how particularly sedentary they are. Second only to the southern Lycian claymore sloth.
I'll warn Eris about it.
Okay.
And
The noise will bring it shuffling out of its little soil or pile. It will kind of rear its neck out and glare at you all. If you want to know any details, you may roll nature.
Baz has the animal identifying eyes.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he
shit,
doesn't
I
knows
do.
what it is. Which is I've forgotten.
Whee!
But yeah, you get. If you want questions about it, you'll have to. That gets you a free ID. If you want to know details about this creature, you'll have to roll it.
Alright, that's cool.
So I think you just get recognition. You don't get perfect knowledge.
Yeah.
Let me
Yep.
check
So
the
total.
curses. 24. And that is... Wait. I think that's the third one,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I rolled...
Indeed, so it's 21.
Yeah.
You get 2 questions.
Okay. In that case... Is it tameable?
Technically.
Interesting.
And secondarily, what are its attacks like? Or its offensive abilities, rather?
Okay, its offensive abilities are pretty much the same as defensive abilities. Its name, the Sapping Turtle, comes from 2 abilities that it has. One, once it clamps its mouth around a creature, it will ram its worm-like tongue into its veins and begin to draw out every single, like, lymphatic, blood, everything. And eventually bone marrow, once its horrifically strong jaws snap through the bone. Additionally, and more worryingly, is how it metabolizes these things. It stores all of its bodily nutrients not in fat or in like
In the balls.
glucose. No, worse, in a reservoir inside of its shell. This can lead a well-fed sapping turtle to be incredibly volatile, and if stepped on at the wrong angle, can cause it to explode in a massive fireball.
Nice.
As the
Nice.
as the chemical it stores it as is essentially semtex,
Ah.
and because of how powerful the nerve impulses in its body are, they can cause it to trigger if it's stepped on in a fashion that injures its back. Thus the term sapping turtle, because people used to dig underneath castles and place these there, and then send in like one person they didn't like with a hammer, and then blow the entire section of the castle clean out of the soil. And
Case-
more than one riverboat has been blown out of the water by these things because they hit with the keel.
And this is caused when it's moved or when it is stepped on.
Usually when it's stepped on, but if it's handled improperly, it can go off. They are an incredibly inbred species, so they have a lot of genetic defects leading to a lot of like false fire situations.
In that case, I will just call it out to the party. Watch out, landmine turtle. Step carefully.
Or don't step at all.
So, what's a landmine? Click! Ah, shit.
No.
Could I try to pole vault over it?
You may.
Right.
will take a penalty because Eris is in the square, giving the ground soft cover.
I am small.
This is true. But still.
Oh.
Okay. Fortunately, I do have
He's
some.
got to try to not hit you with that stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the poleaxe.
I am also on all fours currently priced though.
Yeah. There you go.
That'll get you to the top. You don't even like reach into the square, you just jump and hook the top of the ladder and hurl yourself up. There is a pile of bones here that is a bit concerning, and also there is a statue that has been completely smashed to smithereens, leaving only like a pile of sharp wreckage.
Alright.
There's also the corner of the Patreon that I stole this map from. I don't... It's the free version, don't worry, I didn't film any of this.
Could I make a perception check in this area, or just
You may.
possibly? Alright.
In amongst the bones, there is an old satchel of some kind in amongst the bones. It's very beaten.
Does it look similar to the explosive satchel that I,
No, the explosive thing you hit was an actual canister that was around the size of like a large grapefruit. This is very familiar to you. It's a satchel that you would keep flare cartridges in.
as I run by, could I just snatch it?
You may,
Alright.
as you have the poleaxe out, so you can just hook it with the beard.
Yes. Which I'll move up to here. My first move. And...
You see the road ahead as you're hurtling through this miasma of cacophony of images and false sounds. What strikes you is the sensation of being watched. That creature seems distant now, but well, between that and these little phantasmal images, and amongst all the feedback, your blind sense, what's it based from?
the quickening.
Oh, the quickening actually gives you that. Okay, so that's a special fancy one.
Yes.
What concerns you though is beyond the crevice ahead of you, this narrowing here, is the buzzing noise. Like a smothering, heavy buzzing noise.
Can I make dungeoneering on that, maybe?
You may.
So I'm frantically trying to recall what that sound reminds me of. Also, that's at -3, so 20.
Okay, with a 20. That is the sound of something that has several names. They are used by the gnomish community. They're called ripsaw flies. By most human settlements that live near areas of forestry, their nickname is druid flies. They are the size of a sand blue bottle, so a little bit larger than like a finger. Big, chunky, fat flies that are known to be carnivorous, and in the bad seasons, parasitic. Deeply unpleasant, and they tend to congregate in areas with large amounts of rotting meat.
All right. How far away does it sound like they are from me?
Probably just beyond this chamber, judging by how loud it is. It's a
So over
deafening
here.
buzz. Yeah. That neck of the woods.
that case, I shall move over here. Over here.
Yeah, there they are. You can see them. There's a big horde of them, all congregating over this red smear on the ground. They have whatever meat was left here they have literally stripped it down to the stone. It's just a stain now.
I see.
But the reek of this place. It is clear that whatever that thing chasing you is, it might be that, it might be something else, has been hoarding rotting flesh. These things have picked it just to nothingness.
Does it seem like they've noticed me?
It does not.
In that case, could I roll stealth to downplay my presence?
You may.
Will that be okay? Yeah, I know I'm rolling a lot of skill checks right now, so don't want to overdo it.
Relax.
Okay.
You're just not allowed to roll more than 1 to 10 on the big thing. The big thing's further away now.
Gotcha.
But, okay. Have you got any movement left?
I do have some left, yes.
Stride forward at your leisure.
I'll probably wait for the others to catch up.
Before walking into the thing that's nicknamed after a kind of buzzsaw.
Yeah.
Sickle.
As part of my move... Oh, with the 20 on dungeoneering, would I be able to know if there's any sort of weaknesses that they have?
Bug side or animal side thing.
Most insecticides do work against them. They particularly do not like the smell of burning sage. And they can be warded off specifically with a sickle comprised of a precious or semi-precious metal. That's the source of their...
Reclinator.
Reclinator, yeah.
It's made of bones. It's not made of...
It is laced in silver.
You'd have to snap one of the horns off and use that as a sickle. But that's the reason why they're called druid. It's one of the 2 reasons why they're called druid flies. One, because it can strip a body down of its flesh, which druids are kind of well known on this island for doing in cannibalistic rituals, and also the fact that they can be warded off with symbols of druidic power. So mistletoe as well will also work.
In that case, I will
golden sickles.
break off one of the horns from the reclinator.
Okay, you'll have to do that on your next turn there.
Alright.
You've gone over a move action, but...
Yep.
Okay. Armand.
The skeleton is going to give and receive a very, very specific command, like from Illutum. Will nod, walk towards him, say, right, hand over all of his items, then continue walking up to Iris and politely move her to the side.
There's not really enough room to do so, I'm afraid. There's not really enough room to move, I'm afraid.
I can't move her diagonally?
Only if you moved her back and up to the left. There's not really enough room directly above her to move her there.
You'll take a step back. The ghost will move one space over, and he will physically move Iris with him, and then stand outside of her square.
That's near.
Nearing.
What?
I'm moving you back a square. In my action.
Wait, what?
You're standing in my square. You stood inside of me.
But you're a ghost. You can occupy the same space. You could actually possess her as a free, and then re-emerge her out of her as another free action and occupy a space to the 5 foot.
That's why we're staying in the same space, because it's fun.
Remember,
'cause
that was
we
the whole
can
do-si-do
roll.
bullshit you can do as a ghost.
I will take out of the regular knapsack a loaf of whey bread. And out of the actual bag, the 10-foot pole. The skeleton will be handed the 10-foot pole. By being chucked at him, and he will catch it.
Okay, roll the sleight of hand, please. It's quite simple, don't worry. Just take roll 1. Even if you drop it, you can just pick it up again. Hey, see, you didn't roll 1 after all.
The skeleton will definitely catch it through the air.
Yep.
It will then use a rope trick to move the loaf and attach it to the pole. And then we'll dangle it over the turtle.
Ah, I see. Okay, I was wondering where you were going with this. The turtle will snake its long neck up and... roll me a handle animal, please.
Please don't roll bad.
Don't forget the
15 is
-3 on that.
Yes.
It's a 15, it's enough. It snakes its head up and bites into it.
Lovely. The skeleton will... she might not want to be near us when we do this. And will carefully pivot in such a way to move the turtle from its position so that it is not hanging, but specifically suspended until it is able to be properly handled with the loaf of bread in its mouth.
Okay, please roll me a CMB check as you are trying to lift a creature that weighs like 100 pounds.
I feel like this would be under rope trick, but that's fair.
It's more to deal with its like wriggling. Okay, that is not a great roll, although it is compliant as it has been bribed, so that will succeed. Move it to a space within the reach of the pole, please.
Give me the picture, Bill.
Just point where you want it.
I want it here.
He's very perturbed.
The ghost will now audibly ask, "Does anybody want to know what we're going to do with the turtle?"
I just wanna leave.
Go,
Come back to Eris, who was actively climbing the ladder.
go catch up to Han. We'll be with you in a moment.
Who?
He will look over at Neri. Go catch up to Han. We will be with you
I
in a
don't
moment.
know.
As
Oh, I don't know.
no fourth wall sight. His name is Baz. His player gave him a nice name. Fucking dead naming the PCs in the party. I swear to God.
Whatever. Go catch up to Han. We will be
I
with you in a
don't know
moment.
where Han is. Are you scared,
I
son?
don't know any Han.
No
Seems very
Seinfeld jokes in the
concerned.
death corridor.
Go catch up to Boss. We'll be with you in a moment.
There we go.
We have-
That's John.
The second time was actually trolling. We need to go rescue our comrade in danger.
Yes.
You can tell when he says the word danger, there is an audible air quote being said around it. The skeleton will chime in. Yeah, he needs to go be rescued.
I like the concept that the skeleton runs on Tim and Eric timing. God, I hate those bastards.
Don't worry. We'll be fine. Just go on ahead and go join Boss. You got this handled.
I heard you the first time. You can stop talking.
A man with an alligator snapping turtle on a pole is like, yeah, I got this down. Like, so many layers of irony and passive aggression. It's hard to tell. More comrades fighting for his motherfucking life.
Let's see here. Is there anything else I'd like to do? Do I need to continuously roll handle animal, or is the animal
No,
handled
it's
for
pretty.
now?
It is pretty placid unless you do something very silly with it.
That depends. Does very silly involve before or after the action is done?
If
You'll
it can
find
see a
out.
present danger, it's going to react badly. And if it sees something really dangerous, like, I don't know, like a 20-foot tall golem that is, like, smashing through solid stone, it might go off.
It's
That's
basically
the
fuck around and find out.
You are handling a landmine. It should be treated as such.
That was the plan, Bill.
No one wants to be handed a landmine, it must be said.
How would the animal react to being given more bread, but having a rope tied around it?
Sense motive. Uh-huh.
It would be a handling one, and you'd have to be very careful with your use rope trick, otherwise you might set the little piece in its back. That would set it off. It's all about how you orient it. So, anything else you'd like to do this turn? Let's go.
I would like to politely tap it on... Well, not tap.
But remembering, this is a bomb. Let's not tap the damn thing.
I would like to pet it on the head. Gently.
Please roll a handle animal and roll well, my friend. You're putting your hand in the business end of a snapping turtle. Okay.
Hey, there you
Aware that the creature can, in fact, turn its head around and bite above its own spine, you actually
Pretty
go
good,
the
though.
tricky route and phase your hand through its back so it can't get to you when you scratch it. It seems to be appreciating it and the bread. It seems to be somewhat placid at the moment.
The skeleton turns to Neri. No, it's not your pet.
Yeah.
You're not gonna want it after what I do with it.
As you sort of, I need to go steady. Ask him again.
Godspeed, Bill. Go stir that ice cream.
Let's stir that ice cream. Okay, well,
Oh, Aiden, did you see the drawing I made? Of Eris on
No.
all fours running.
no, I
in
don't think
game
so.
March?
Okay, hang on.
Since we can't really do any decisions right now. Since Bill's gone.
Oh, that's cute. That is very cute. You can put it on the screen if you want. Obviously. While Bill is away for a moment.
Sure.
It is a cute sketch.
Panicked skinwalker noises, that is just too big.
Panic skinwalker noises, yeah.
Run. I am Mr. Chubbs in there too. He looks mildly distressed.
Yes. Oh, poor Mr. Chubbs.
Mr. Chubbs
Even though
is
he's...
fully sentient now, and I remember he's got the magic.
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right.
That's
yeah.
okay.
Well, I think he was...
Right, I need to draw his little hat on him.
He's got his own hat.
He's all dapper now. Thank you, Mike. Very cool.
I return. What do I return to?
You did, yeah. He's got his little
Talking
top hat.
about Mr. Chubb's hat.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that he was made 100% sentient by stealing that hat from Sir Percy.
I mean, he might have been 100% sentient before that, you know?
but now
That
it's
makes
a
it
little
more
bit worse,
worrying.
maybe. Yeah, no, it's more concerning. Okay. So,
Snap
I
and
have
Turtle, not your
heard-
pet.
hang on. I'm not moving my characters. Okay. I thought I was here, but I've been moved on top of the thingy, on top of the fallen over
Yep.
stalactite. Okay, stalagmite, married couple, whichever. Well, I'm concerned about what's going on over here because I'm sure we heard all of this.
The ghost audibly exclaims, "All will be fine." Wrong voice. All will be fine.
I'm not so sure. So here's what I'm gonna do. How much reasonably does this stalagmite tight weigh?
The
I don't know.
statue?
The thing that's on the ground.
Let's see. How much
More
does a
than
10-foot
15.
statue
More
weigh?
than 1.5 thousand kilos.
A 16-foot marble statue weighs 12 tons.
Fuck. Okay. That's
Which
more
should worry
than I
you,
can
because it's very
push.
clear that whatever that thing is down there lifted this thing.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh shit.
You know it's
We're
still
gonna
my
try to-
turn, right?
Oh no! I didn't. Okay, sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
same.
That was just a question.
Any other-
Go ahead. Sorry. Continue, Carl.
I was waiting to hear if Bill had anything to say before I ended my turn.
No, nothing else from myself. Any other actions this turn?
Nope.
Then good to go. Miri.
Yeah. Sorry. I didn't mean to step in. Well, I was gonna try to push that out of the way or something to make it more easily passable, but
I mean, there is
my
broken on one side, so broken.
Yeah, oh, it is. Okay. Guess it's not that big of a deal, I guess. I was gonna try to just push it out of the way, but my dragger push is only 1300. So, yeah.
Oh wait, I tell you, apparently the running weight for a 7-foot tall statue, which is what it is after destruction, is probably 1,500 pounds.
With a dragger push strength of 1300, what could I do with that? Could I try to get most of this out of the way?
Yeah, you can quite happily flip it. It would take a standard action.
I'm trying to think of what I want. Yeah, because I won't be able to do anything else anyway. I'm gonna walk back in the opposite direction just to see what's. But first, what I want to do is to try and just push this out of the way to make this space more easily passable. Just to get
So
a.
standard strength check, please.
Yep.
Try to do it at speed.
Fuck, man.
Don't
Dang.
manage to appreciably move. You can't get your fingers in.
All right. Well, there was an attempt, but I'm gonna move. Just back this way a little bit, because I'm concerned about what's happening over here now. I only have a 20-foot move speed. Yeah, and since I've already used my action, I can't do anything else. Dang it, man. You know, oh well. Not doing much. If I don't already have my gauntlets out, I'm bringing my crabs out since I'm heading over this way. And that's all I'll do.
Okay, dokie. Ah, you're moving back toward.
Yeah, because there's stuff going on here. I want to leave Comrade alone.
You don't necessarily want to run towards the horrible grinding noise.
I'm not going all the way over. I'm getting a little bit closer to make sure that everything's okay.
Okie dokie, your funeral. Eris, is your turn.
I'm not gonna fuck around and find out, actually. I'm gonna go. Yeah. I'm just going. A moment.
Yeah, say 15-foot ladder. I will need a climb check, however. It's quite simple, though.
Can I move up to here?
Yes, if I can just have one climb check for the ladder.
Yes.
This is a little bit rickety. It's not the best made.
Is a strength check a skill check?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so it'll actually be a 6. I won't put a black one because that was ambiguous. But technically, it's a defaulted power check.
Okay, here's my climb. I fucked up with a roll. Right. Oh, I'm... Is it R
What did
slash?
it-
Or slash R?
Slash R.
Sorry, my brain just didn't want to
What did
anymore.
Aiden do?
She tried to tried to move the
Criminally.
column and then run back to see what's going on with Comrade.
And got
That's not gonna
trapped.
be good.
Well,
I'm
too
concerned
bad.
with our
It's my turn
comrade.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get the climbing table out. That is unfortunately a fail. Climbing, here we go.
Yeah, I have a -1 on climb, okay?
That's okay. Okay, could you roll me a D20, please?
Yeah.
Roll your D20 roll, please.
I saw that
13.
land on a
Okay.
1. Oh.
I'm going to count. Okay, this is going to be a. I'll call this a slope climb. Okay, 13. Is that you got? I'm going to tell you a stat, and you tell me if that number 13 is above your stat or below it. Okay.
Okay.
Constitution
Above?
is 13. That's higher than your Constitution. Okay, so all of these other effects are going to be cumulative. Is that higher than your Strength?
Yeah.
Okay, then you fall to the bottom of the ladder as you go through one of the rungs. You take damage as if you were falling, but it's not enough to actually trigger fall damage.
Okay.
Is that higher than your Dexterity?
It is equal.
I think then you do not take that one. Okay.
The-
Is that higher than your Intelligence?
No.
Okay. Is that higher than your Wisdom?
No, it's equal. The other one is 14.
Okay. And your Charisma?
Charisma is higher.
Okay, then you're in the clear.
So
you
only
just fall to
con
the
and
bottom there.
strength.
Yeah, so it's only Strength, so yeah, you fall to the bottom of the ladder.
That's
You
what
go
I
through one
get
of the rungs.
for being on all
You-
fours trying to climb a ladder.
Yeah, you basically, you can still move, but you will have your movement reduced by 1/3 of the height, so it'll be by 5 feet. You basically go through the last 5 feet of it.
I see.
Put you in a little crumpled heap. And that will be the end of that. That would be that move action. If you want to make another one, try and get up there, you may.
Can I try to just jump?
Okay.
Would acrobatics be the one then? Or...
Yes, please.
Oh.
You hit the same roll. Okay, same again with the D20 roll.
Oh. Oh, okay, yeah, that's
You fooled them
strength
again.
and con.
Yeah, same result. Bop again.
I will cry to Mr.
As you try and jump
Jones.
up, you hit the. You go through the rung directly above the one you just went through.
I just complain to Mr. Chubbs as I'm on the ground.
Chubbs is oddly silent.
Wait. If with my telekinesis I can move up to 130 pounds, up to 15 feet away, can I move myself with that?
If you weigh less than that, yes.
I have 85 pounds.
You may move yourself. And,
I'll just be like... over there now. I won't move further than that.
no, you can move yourself within the range that you dictated.
What, isn't it 15 feet up from the ladder?
That's it. Oh, it's 15 feet. Yeah. Then yeah, it'll be that. Okay. Anything else?
No. I was just depressed over failing to climb a ladder twice.
Sometimes the dice be like that, my friend. Sometimes they be like that. DC was only 5, by the way. That's the worst thing.
Difficulty of talent.
Comrade, you're in a precarious position, at the very least.
Yes, I would like to very sensibly use this turn to, like, jump back onto regular land and then also run away.
Okie dokie. Roll a dance check, please. And let me know which direction you're jumping.
A dance check. 23. And aiming for like just in. Oh, you can't see it, can you? Oh, where's it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Just to like here or so for now, like for the jump.
You're just 5 feet short, I'm afraid, so you will end up in like an oil slick a little bit. Could you roll me a reflex save, please?
In this situation, can I use Aid Another to help him with his save?
No, not on this occasion, mate.
Jesus Christ!
Roll a trying to try out the brand new D10,000 macro. Watch it keep giving fucking superpowers like I did last time. 8, 7, 6, 9.
The oil slick
How can it
giveth,
be?
and the oil slick taketh away.
Okay, let's hopefully not use that one. Okay, one of the results is all within 50 yards, sort of like 1930s movies gangsters, which I fucking despise. So I'm going to go with the other one. I do not. I'm not listening to a bunch of like that is about about a third of which are Zoomers. I'm not going to listen to Zoomers trying to do 1930s gangers voices. I refuse on principle. All objects within 60 yards not carried or worn disintegrate.
Not carried in what?
Not carried or worn.
Well,
Let's go with
that
60.
gets rid of that statue thing that's in the way, right?
Yeah, basically the entirety of the remnants of the. Basically, if it's anything over here, it disintegrates, including the body, unfortunately.
And the rope.
Its clothes, however, do remain because they were worn, albeit by a dead body.
So,
And the pillar there will be disintegrated as well.
what about the thing that the golem is holding onto? Will that disintegrate as well?
And no, that's a piece of terrain.
Gotcha.
And it's being held, technically speaking.
True.
But your current combat energy builds up to a weird, like, sticking point as you land, and as you hit the ground, your belt just erupts with a great wave of magenta-colored energy, and you just watch the entire, every object within 60 feet just turn to dust, unless it's being held by a person.
Communizing beam.
Does that include the
Live in a
bridge?
pod and own nothing. And you'll be happy.
As you hit the ground, your belt suddenly says, "Scorched Earth Tactics."
Oh shit!
Scorched Earth finish.
What about the sparrows?
What sparrows?
That's another finisher. But yeah, you unfortunately have slipped on the oil slick and hit the ground. You're prone.
What was that? Sorry, I didn't hear that. I was trying
You
to
are
stay
currently on
that.
the ground. You are prone. You do have another action left, I believe.
I'd like to just carry on running away, like, so I guess,
You could
I'll,
use
like,
a dance check to try and flick yourself up to your feet, and then try and move from there.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do a dance. I'll do, like, the worm in the grease, like, to flick myself up into a standing position.
Okay, roll that dance check, please. Okay, yeah, that should be enough.
And then I'll just fucking run.
Okay. You got 30 feet of movement, I believe. Plus whatever bonuses your wind. How's that doing?
Just check.
Yeah, you roll like a If you hit a right click as you do it, you can actually segment it.
Yeah.
So Neri rounds the corner to the sight of you running away.
Well, I was just trying to be helpful. Alright, well, let's go then. Look, you never leave a comrade behind. I felt like we had, so...
So
He wasn't going to be left behind.
I just realized, bro.
He was kind of being left behind.
He was, yeah.
Yes.
So I was worried.
But yeah, any other action?
It was a heroic sacrifice. Like, I'd give you like a little appreciative nod as I run past you.
Ah, the most Soviet thing of all. So have fun with the danger I'm running from.
By the way, Bill, it's going to have to contend with the grease twice because there's still the puddle as well.
Yes, I'm aware. Yeah, as Megasafe points out, have fun with the loot in this section. He's trying to sift it for fingerprints. So, any other actions, Mark? I think we used them all. Yeah.
Nah, they're bringing the turtle thing. Go on. I'll lob a fucking. No, I'll just end the turn. That's fine.
Okay. Time for the sweet music of the evening. It hurls, it suddenly erupts from the gap and lands over the oil slick. And you hear an almighty crunch. One of the pistons literally drives through its knee out front, and it, with one hand, just crams it back into its chassis. And you watch its hand just crimp the steel plates back into place. It then turns very slowly to look at you, Neri.
Hello.
It takes a 10-foot step.
Yeah.
So where that one should be there. Now, the area it's going to enter is a tiny bit too narrow for it, so it's going to grasp the wall either side of both you and itself. And it's going to physically just pull the cavern wider. You can see the stones just crumble under its touch. But that will take its turn. I'm going to use the good luck one for everyone at home, so if you listen to this loud, I apologise. Okay, I no longer need that counter thing on it, so I'll turn that off, and that will be Baz's turn now. It sounds closer, a lot closer.
Alright.
As in the direct flow of like the corridor behind you close.
Yep. In that case, that means we have to keep moving forward. Could I ask Faustus to just absolutely blast away these creatures?
You may.
As I break off one of the horns.
Okay. Could you roll me a social skill of your choice?
Okay. Let's see.
So yeah, I can turn off the desert wind now. Wherever it is.
Okay. I'll go with diplomacy. I don't want to be a dick to Faustus. He's a good dude.
Yeah, that would be more than enough. And as you hold out your hand, as the area is rendered into burning cinder. GM layer in case I need layer. As you the entire area is littered with just burning, streaming embers like flame droplets of these flies. The entire area reeks of burning, rotten meat.
Excellent. Right, I'll proceed into the room.
Okay.
Let's see. She'll move up to here for now. Anything particularly noticeable?
Apart from
As I
the
step
smears of
upstairs.
gore on the ground, the area here is incredibly jagged granite rocks that are very narrow. It is actually probably too narrow to make safely with your armor. You'd have to squeeze.
Okay.
Your armor would allow you to move through this at speed, but it would be risky. It could damage both your armor and yourself.
In that case, I have a question for you. Would you allow me to have used my standard action to move here rather than my move action?
Of course.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to use my move action to clear the difficult terrain here.
Oh yes, you're
Use
sapping, don't
landscaping.
you?
Yes.
You just what device are you using to do so?
Let's see. I'll be using the hammer side of the poleaxe to do this, and essentially just
Excellent choice.
use it as a combination of a pick and a broom, using the axe to kind of like brush away the debris. Which can
Excellent choice.
clear
Well
up
done.
to 8 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How wide do you want this? Because I could just delete the rock assets. They are added after the fact.
Essentially as wide as possible. I'm aware that the creature isn't going to be held back by it, so might as well.
Hang on, I'm going to need to move the lighting rig.
Clear the way.
Okay, just a second.
No worries.
Look away, children.
Look away, folks. Look away from me moving the lighting layer. Well, not the lighting layer, technically the shading layer. Okay, you good to go?
Right, in that case, I shall move over here with the rest of the movement that I have left.
Okay, you do notice a large pile of flesh and bone surrounded by more of the ripsaw flies.
Okay. Could I once more try to roll stealth to downplay my presence?
You may. You're lucky that ripsaw flies are actually deaf and blind. They pretty much only operate by smell.
Oh, excellent. And I also have the horn in hand. At least, I have it on my tactical belt.
Which one, sorry?
The horn from the recliner tool.
Oh, yes.
It's used as a warding
which is
device.
Yeah, which is both a gilded sickle and also a ceremonial horn. So it gives you the warding.
Excellent.
Minus
23.
3.
-3. Yeah.
Is it 20?
Cool.
Yep. It does. They do not. They do not seem to notice you, and they seem to be warded away from the horn in any case.
And I'll just reiterate, Faustus, you know what to do when they get aggroed.
You feel something nod inside your hand. You didn't. It may take me a while to warm back up.
Anything I can help you with to speed it up?
No, I have it from here. It's just gonna
Alright.
it's a D4 roll to see how many rounds it takes to recharge.
Very well.
Works like Dragon's Breath.
Nice.
Okay. Any other actions for Baz?
Let me quickly through some things. I do still have a swift.
As you organise that. Once you're done, please let everyone know, and we can move on to Carl's turn, but I'm going to quickly go to tend to the ice cream once again.
Alright.
How quickly half an hour flies.
The ice cream.
Why don't you just eat it at your console like a normal person?
Because he's stirring it because it's still freezing. He has to continuously
Because,
stir it every few minutes, so it doesn't like just become ice block.
Yeah, we don't have an ice cream machine, which honestly I think are kind of pointless, because I mean, like, I don't know, like a proper ice cream machine, like one that actually has like the frozen mechanism in it. You don't just have to like put ice into and do this with anyway. By the way, because like the cheaper, okay, if you have like a cheap ice cream machine that costs less than like $100, then you have to do this shit anyway. Otherwise, you have to do what Bill's doing anyway. Like you have to go stir it every once in a while, or else it gets basically it turns into a solid block.
And then that's not
However,
ice cream. That's just ice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's you can still eat it like ice cream, but if you want it to have like the fluffier kind of consistency of regular ice cream, you got to do this stuff with it. Now you again, like I've had an ice cream machine before, and you still have to with a proper ice cream machine, like a cheap one, like I said, like under $100 one that like that's not electric, that doesn't have its own refrigeration system, because like the good ones cost like $500, you know. Like that actually that refrigerate for themselves, so they keep it cool. Otherwise, you have to do the same stuff. You have to keep like putting more ice and salt into the outside of it to keep it really cold. So this is the same thing more or less.
I return. It takes literally 10
Hello,
seconds.
Bill.
So.
Bill, could I use the swift action to start like looking at the satchel and maybe preparing it already? The one that I found.
It's these satchels are pretty like standard stuff. It's the same kind of satchel you have on your tactical vest as it happens.
Excellent.
Same universal applicator, same like cartridge bases.
All right.
The universal applicator is the it's like one of those cipher tubes, riddle things, but you line up which color and which order you want, and it splices the colors, and you just put one like click into the bottom of it, and that gives you the first color. Second click is the second color. Third click is the third color, etc.
Would I know of any sort of combination that would be particularly useful, just from memory, like from my experience?
Depends what you would be looking to do.
Perhaps
need a linguistics
some sort of
check
aid.
for cryptography.
I can't read.
You don't need to read to use cryptography. It's because cryptography covers non-text based.
Excellent. Can I use linguistics untrained? Oh, actually, wait. I have a rank in it. Huzzah.
Can't read has a rank in linguistics because of course talking is the opposite bit.
Yes. All right.
Nice.
There is the operation of the flare gun is quite simple. It's got three settings. It has, when held vertically upwards and fired, it acts as a standard flare gun with a very wide, magically enhanced radius. Held sideways, like horizontally as a regular pistol would be, it is used as a target indicator and can be used as a lock-on point for spells, allowing them to hit unerringly and sometimes an extended range depending on the cartridge combination. When held directly downwards and fired, it will form usually some form of divination beacon. If you go with the combination green, black, green, you'll that would be able to bring. That will be a decent beacon from someone from the Foresters Guild, as deep delving like this is covered by the caving branch of the Foresters Guild.
In that case, could I use because I can withdraw the items as a free action? Could I ready it as a swift action so it's in place for next turn?
Yeah, and I believe you can cobble together as a swift, can't you? So
true. Yes.
You can actually do these flares at speed. You're like one of those zoomers with the Rubik's Cube who's like using his pinky fingers to flip round shit at the same time he's doing the top layer.
God.
But yeah, you can use these fairly quickly. You've got the most practice. You got taught how to use them in the scouts.
Excellent.
The scouts have their own version, just a bit more basic.
Alright, then that will be it for Baz.
Okay. Carl, it's your turn. I believe you have a tortoise.
I do. The ghost will turn towards the two of them and will look at them and then open its mouth. Well, and we'll specifically look at Neri. We told you we had this.
I didn't want to leave our comrade behind.
So, you wanted your autonomy. The skeleton will chime in. Now you bloody fucking have it. Run
I
up
do.
the fuck.
It
the
might be
skeleton.
very bad. Look, autonomy doesn't always lead to good things. That's the whole point. Sometimes you make errors. But, however, I would say, you never leave a friend behind.
I think he was talking to the skeleton, by the way.
Oh.
I know, it's very easy to get skeletons mixed up with yourself, though, Aiden. Damn.
Whee!
Eat a sandwich. Damn.
I made all this pasta and I've eaten a whole bunch of it. I'm gonna finish the rest of it tomorrow.
Anyway, going on with Carl's turn before we divulge into a domestic dispute.
Do that on your own time.
Exactly, this is work hours.
Domestic,
Business
not
before pleasure.
international, thank you.
Unlike you, the plan was to pick up the semtex turtle and sacrifice the skeletal body so we could at least slow this damn thing down. I was going to go back and get him.
Question, can Aris
Wait.
hear this? The conversation?
Yeah,
It's
Tell
kind
that
of
to
hard to
me.
tell. You're next to what is essentially a cement mixer with legs.
He is very specifically saying this out loud. He's not using the psychic connection for this.
Yeah.
No,
Well, you
I
didn't
mean
tell me
Aris
that.
on top of the ladder. Because she would have some words for this.
The last thing I told you
I-
was to get in front of me.
But
will
you
say
didn't
it's
tell
very-
me you were going to go
Okay.
back for Conrad. I was worried again.
That's more than 6 words.
He's all alone. Okay, sorry.
It moves.
It takes a step forward. Every time you argue in character for more than 6 words, it takes another extra step. Even through people. You mute the voice.
Let's see here.
Just think you were.
Movement economy. Okay. Select me, please. Thank you. Was the last thing that you ruled me, Bill, as holding the turtle, or was I still holding the turtle by the pole?
I think there's pole, bread, turtle. And you scritch the turtle behind the head so it's a bit calmer. The calmness might be coming to an end once it sees this thing.
Mm-hmm.
You could always toss it to like one side. This creature's very large. You could throw the turtle down like here, and the party could screech through. And then this thing would, yeah. flatten
That's
the turtle.
That's part of my plan. Movement economy. I blame Aiden!
Hmm.
This next section right here, that's a wall, right? At the full 60 feet? Because the ladder's is at 55
Yeah,
feet.
that's a wall section. That's up the ladder.
Okay. Mark, how fast can your character be able to move from the position it's currently in?
I think
Pretty
he gets
fast.
he has a speed bonus from his suit.
The real question is, does his suit have some kind of defense against explosion damage? I'm thinking it doesn't.
It can. It's got a little bit. I think it's a reflex save.
Here's a question, Bill.
Let me double check.
Can I reserve my turn behind Mark's?
Of course.
Okay, let's do that.
Okie dokie. Neri, the field is yours. It's large, it's angry, it's right there. It's like, a wood chipper on legs is before you.
Yeah. I'm gonna abscond.
Okay, what action would you like to do?
Run?
Withdrawal, or you can try and run. Keep in mind you can only run in a straight line. So like, draw.
Withdrawal makes it so you don't provoke. I think, right?
Oh, okay. Withdrawal. Yeah.
Yeah, or you can try a tumble check.
I only have a
the
20-foot
tumbler
move.
girl
So
you wanted.
How can you move with withdrawal?
yeah, move with withdrawal, I suppose. Then
Okay. You get one. You
do I
get 30
roll?
feet.
30 feet.
You don't.
Okay.
You don't have to roll because you ignore the first 5 feet.
Okay. Okay, the turtle is still here. Yeah?
It is. It can be moved with a pivot out of the way. You can also just move past without touching the turtle.
Well, I'm not necessarily gonna. Well, I can't do anything else this turn necessarily. So what I am gonna do, besides run, is I'm gonna try to pacify the turtle.
It's pretty pacified, to be fair.
Oh, it's cool.
It's
Yes.
already cool.
Okay, it's cool then.
You roll very well on the check.
All right, right.
Good.
Wait,
Turtle's fine,
withdrawal is.
You got a swift action left. So withdrawals
Okay.
full round.
I'm not sure there's anything I can.
It's not double
do
move
now.
though, because.
It was-
Only in a straight line.
Ah, okay, gotcha. That makes sense.
I would suggest making
I-
a handhold, like a handhold for Mark to jump off of.
Oh shit! Yeah, Mark.
He-
I'll
she-
I'll squat down, hold my hands up, and be like, do a fucking flip over that thing, and I'll fucking catch you, my dude. And you can just springboard off to go further ahead.
You
if
won't
you
be
want,
able
you know
to
what I mean?
aid another, but you can break his fall
Yeah. Okay.
with a swift. Okay.
All right.
Also, keep in mind, you do have a light source in your hand. You have a lamp. You do only have one hand free. So it's not going to be a gigantic bonus.
Okay. But the
Unless
best
you
my
wanna-
ability.
unless you want to drop the lamp.
No. But I mean that to aid a rocky hand to be like, if you want to do a flip or whatever.
Okay. Eris. You're now at the top of the ladder.
What is the situation as I was away for a moment? And since then, the golem has made its way back up here. So
Yes.
like a short recap.
It is okay. The golem has made its way back up. Everyone's running again, and the skeleton has a bomb turtle on a stick.
I see.
It's held on with a loaf of bread. Things are, as they say, not ideal, but also not dreadful. Middle of the road.
I see. I will take a moment to think. I will ask Mr. Chubbs what do.
He is silent.
I will poke at him. What do?
As you turn to look at him, you see this.
Ah,
Fuck's sake.
what have you done to him?
Oh no!
Feels Frogman.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my right.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Roll me a diplomacy check if you'd like to shake him out of it.
Is he dancing on her head?
Only when he's observed. When he's put back, he's in his
Oh
position.
god.
Quantum
Do it.
frog.
Doing
Okay.
the full bit, I see.
Diplomacy. I see. One moment.
Tex Avery would be proud.
I don't think he'd be proud of this scene, considering what that thing does when it actually grabs people. Yeah, what I really wanted was a grim. Yes, I, Tex Avery, am a big fan of a grim, dark readaptation of The Mangler by Stephen King.
Oh, not
God
20.
damn! He
I'll
looks
let
up at
him
you
know about
as
the
if to say,
situation.
what is your wish?
Oh.
Not that, don't get ahead of it. I was like, as in, what do you want me to do? Calm down.
I will let him know in quick words what the situation is, and I need a recommendation, either what he suggests or following Baz.
The sensation. You notice he doesn't speak currently. He just gives you these sensations, and the sensations run.
Okay, bet. Eris will get on all fours and just start going. Okay. She'll first go over here. She'll take a double move. I currently have 40 feet movement as a heads up.
And okay.
Onto the square.
As you run past, you see a snake-like head kind of pass out of the soil and narrowly miss you. There's like kind of another turtle who's kind of craning his neck, going. You're very lucky you rolled a 3. They actually get a bonus to bite canines, which you technically are.
What the fuck?
Where's this turtle?
Out of
Up
your
top.
side.
Okay.
Yes,
It's
at
on
the
top of
angle
the
as well.
ladder and then up there. I don't think you have like a weird 15 feet angle and then go straight again.
It's a fucking angle, and yeah, there's also another wall, and yeah, there's like 3 walls in a way.
Yeah. Eris will just say, "Hello, Baz. What's going on?"
It's going. Same old, same old.
So Eris just
You notice
continues to
these
panic.
walls are freshly cut walls.
What does freshly
There's
cut
debris
mean?
everywhere. As in, he has literally smashed his way through this area with a pole hammer.
I see.
He's holding up a horn, like a bunch of silver filigree all over it. Kind of like the same way you'd hold up like a crucifix versus a vampire.
What you got there, buddy?
Odds off the flies.
Panic.
Such a nefarious sentence.
Panic.
It really is.
Oh god. What do you mean, flies?
He just points in the direction where the buzzing is probably coming from.
Yeah, it's very loud. It's almost as loud as the machine was. Oh, I should
Eris
probably
is still on
show
all
the-
fours, just panicked.
I forgot to add in this. Sapping turtle has a page.
Based.
Let me think on. Just
That last
anything
one
I
was
can
different,
use my
though.
Swift on.
Well, you can roll a nature check on that turtle if you want.
Sure. It shall be the one that is -3, which I'm gonna just count in on my end.
Okay, I'll figure it out. Don't worry.
Oh, no, never mind.
So 6. You don't know,
No,
you
it
don't know
would
anything,
be
but roll
a
a d10.
9, because I
you
normal would
did
be
actually
plus
do that.
11. I already figured
Okay,
in the...
roll me a d10,000, please. That's on 4s.
44,
Yeah,
41.
the number 4 is death in Japanese, of course.
I'm in
Hope it's nothing
danger.
important. Oh my
Surely
god, Adobe runs like shit. How appropriate given the name. Okay, that one's got key from under my hat. Target is beheaded, the head explodes as a 10 HD fireball. Huh, I feel like that one was meant for Baz at some point, but still. But no, I'll go with the other one, which I'll keep secret.
Okay, I'll be putting it on my sheet and remind you every now and then to check in if it's happened or
Yes,
not.
make a note of the number for me, please, as well.
Yes,
Otherwise I'll forget. I know what I'm like.
I doubt the other one has gone through, but yeah. Okay, I think that should be it.
Right, Dookie. Ryder Baryshnikov, you're up.
So my main focus is escaping from here. So I'm not gonna like interfere with that in any way. I'm just gonna like run to like here.
Okay. Okie dokie.
No, I'll look really smug and say my work here is done.
Well, that's only one movement for you. You've got another 40 feet of movement.
Alright.
Because you get the speed boost from your suit.
Yeah, sure.
Gotta go fast. Oh, hang on, it's doing that fucking thing where it does like edit wherever you click. Oh, wait, no, it's fixed, never mind. Gaslit with a fucking system there.
Right. Yeah, now.
Okay. I think you auto succeed on the check. So I'm gonna
Actually, as well, I'm gonna like I'm gonna demorph or whatever back into my regular outfit.
The ghost will sense your attempt and will react by saying that Svi is highly ill-advised.
It's just so I can do it again.
Ear saving rounds. Why is he fucking... Okay, who's moving the fucking thing around? I'm trying to move that over to where he is.
Oh, that was also me. Because I want to be able to
here's your other
shout
self.
Corbin time again.
It's Corbin time. So Corbin
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
It's Corbin time.
Oh God, no.
That works as well.
Oh, it's also fucking cursed. We've gotten to Labour memes. It's finally happened. Okay, so you're with the demorph. I'll just move yourself over here. You demorph it into the movement, and I'll just move it to the GM layer.
His character token's missing lighting.
Why is it missing lighting? It should have fucking lighting on it.
I think it's we don't have this.
Oh, we don't have the
lighting.
vision on it. Hang on.
Yeah. Don't know.
Okay, I'll keep around the rider suit as like a lighting thing. Okay. That's your full round action with swift action to demorph. Ormon's turn, then Organ Grinder's turn.
Yes.
It's the mental image of just here's a half turtle power and then an explosion as the tortoise explodes.
Unfortunately, the position that Aiden is in makes this very, very difficult. Because I don't know how many turns...
Not really, he's pretty chill.
I don't know how many turns he's going to take him to claw through to her. I want to predict 3. I don't want to be wrong. Let's see here. Bread, rope, turtle, bread, rope. The skeleton will undo the end of the rope from the template pole.
Mm-hmm.
The ghost will cream himself. Interesting choice of phrase.
So
Jojo thinks everyone.
Strange time and place, but there we go.
Will cream himself over. From here to here is how many? 15. And we'll just take the stick and pull it back into the bag of holding. Skeleton will carefully put the turtle on the ground with the bread in its mouth.
Mm-hmm.
The rope will orient itself, turning towards the golem, and will gently drag him 20 feet in this direction. Slowly.
Okay. It will have to go past the 1 foot high section of stone here. So count that as 2 squares.
2 squares. 25 feet? From here to here?
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, 25 feet. And I'm going to need another handle animal check because it's going over rough terrain as a volatile creature. You're trying to curl a landmine around a corner. It's going to be a really risky maneuver.
It'd be less risky if she wasn't standing here!
So you see how harsh you can move, mate? That's how it be sometimes in chase sequence.
Cool.
16.
The turtle approves. It does not go off.
Hilarious.
If you hadn't had the bread in its mouth, it would have gone off.
I know. That's why I bought 20 ropes. The ghost and the skeleton.
How much wheat bread are you carrying?
20 loaves. In a bag of holding, Bill.
The bag of holding went
Plenty
kaput.
of bread.
Bag of holding got
Bread.
vented onto the astral plane.
No, I got
Oh, the new
another-
one. Yeah, forgot we had the fuck. Sorry, I'm used to you guys not actually buying things, and also not using any of the loot I give you. So I'm keep getting surprised by. Oh yeah, we actually had a shopping session.
Well, I'm worried about your sense of time and memory.
Oh, please, I just drink a lot. Calm down.
I drink a lot and I don't have these problems.
It's just Bill. He'll get used to it.
I'm already used to
Also,
it.
don't write things down as a rule.
I'm the one that takes the notes, goddammit.
You're doing this to yourself, you know that.
Yes.
Oh, no,
Somebody has to-
as you organise this, I shall go attend to the ice cream once again. I'll be right back.
I hope his
The
ice
ghost
cream
and the-
stirring will go well. Maybe wait for Bill to return.
Oh, this
He...
is
It only took me a second
cosplay.
to whisk the ice cream.
To whisk it.
Whip the cream.
Whisk.
Whip it good, Bill. Do the nay
He's
nay
going
too.
Oh my god. Oh, jeez. You should actually be happy that Bill's not here to hear,
I know,
hear
I
that. I
know.
think he might be a little bit upset. if he heard that, he might be a little bit irate.
The real question to ask is it ice cream or is it creamed ice?
Well, it's ice cream. It's the proper. It's basically an egg custard with cream cheese that we put in the freezer.
It does sound
That's
like
what I'm saying.
pretty
Is
good.
it ice cream or is it creamed ice?
And that is the perpetual question now, isn't it?
I mean, considering you're freezing the ice, freezing the cream, I need more coffee.
So why would I be
It's-
irate,
it's-
pray tell?
Because I
nothing.
told you to whip a nay. Anyway,
She was honest about it. I'm not going to penalise anyone for that.
You know exactly. Well, also you can't go get to Penny. If I had said it, on the other hand, you'd come up here and beat my ass. you know, in
Tape it.
Minecraft.
Anyway.
Tape it. Tape it. Tape
no,
it.
as I said, don't put it international.
No, as mentioned, she told me straight up if I'd had to wrangle it out of you guys, I would have been upset, but I'm not. It's a principle thing, isn't it?
As the turtle is slowly pulled by 20 feet of rope towards its task.
Just very slowly being dragged to the MGS theme.
Aw.
As the
The
turtle
world's
is
slowest Nikita missile.
while the turtle is being dragged to its position, both the skeleton and the ghost will look at each other and be like, well, that saves us having to get rid of the body.
The turtle has now seen the creature and is not amused. Could you roll another handle animal, please? It starts wriggling its little feet. Try and get away. But it doesn't want to let go of the bread.
Aw.
Here's the thing. Sapping turtles, because of how their teeth work, they can't actually release their grip very easily. It's like a regular alligator. It's a lot of downward force and not a lot of, like, upward.
Yeah, so you can just shove, or like, put hand on the alligator, and their mouth is shut, and just, no
It's like,
open.
shush.
No open anymore, buddy.
The turtle is not very amused.
So I have two questions, Bill. One, can I pull the rope faster?
No, it just bites through the bread at this stage, and the rope is snapped free. It's only going to go as far as that. And then it pulls its head into its body along with its limbs. And it starts trilling.
Mm-hmm.
Boop, 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 boop. Getting faster and faster.
I'm assuming it'll go off at the end of my turn.
We shall see.
Let's see here. Neri has to act after him. Actually, no, yes. My turn here, then him, then on, then me, then her. She's not gonna... what's the size of its blast radius?
You don't know.
Is it considered a rock?
I think it's chitin, so I don't think so.
Okay.
I can't
Since
remember
Aiden
keratin,
is
I think it's keratin.
invulnerable to rock still. Oh, also from Captain $20 saying, whip the Nene Bill. Give a D10,000 to a
Bill.
player of your choice.
I'm going to roll a d10,000, then I'm going to see the result, and then I'm going to attribute it as I see fit.
Also, sorry for being a bit slow on that one.
No, I think that was about on time. Thank you, Captain.
Very cool. Oh, also... okay.
That's just mean.
Oh my god.
Okay, do people... Okay, this is going to be a debuff to someone. Do they want a one-time debuff that is potentially nightmarish, or do they want a long-term debuff with a very specific set of circumstances?
What is the circumstances, Bill?
I'm not going to tell you. You're going to have to try.
Wait,
You're going to
I'll
have to vote
take
amongst
it.
yourselves. This is
Is one of them short term?
one of them's very
Yes.
short term.
I'll take the short-term one.
I'll
Okay.
What could we
Okay.
roll?
Well volunteered. Okay. Roll me a d10, please.
Okay.
Well.
7.
For the next 7 rounds, you will suffer a seizure.
Appropriate. I don't know why, but it's appropriate.
As Baz, as far as you can tell, You see Eriska's eyes like could go completely like pale blue color, like not just her iris, it's like the entire eye goes like moonlight blue, and then she keels over
Fuck's sake.
and just foaming at the mouth.
How do I make? Can I use the red bar for the seizure time?
You may. Oh, if you go onto the timer and hit a number instead of as you click it, it should set a time. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I think you might just need to hit the button.
Is that the end of the curse?
Sorry, just go over it and hit 7.
Oh, huh?
That'll do. That'll do.
I'll use that one. Whatever the fuck. I don't know why I chose that. I wasn't even hovering over that. But okay.
As your brain, like, as you look up, as the world swims around you, you can see the moon through the stone.
How the fuck?
Hang on 1 second. Sorry, I had to hit my computer to make this whirring stop because my fan's getting a bit gummed up with dust.
Oh, fug.
Is it like a specific hit place? I hit it, and it stops it like clipping. But as you look up into the stone seems to like melt away under your vision, and you're just left with a perfect vision of the night sky above you. The moon's completely. The moon is not just full; it is far too close to the planet to be safe. It's like, and it seems to be growing larger. It's just this all-encompassing, all-engulfing, ivory, glowing surface of stone.
I will just continue looking at it. Moon, pretty.
And as you look at it, it almost feels like something behind it is looking back. Something underneath the flesh of it.
I will take this as a staring contest.
Yep, and you're about to spend 7 turns doing it. Because you don't have an option. Your eyes are bolted open. You cannot close them for the duration.
Is that the end of the curse?
No, it's 7 rounds.
The alternative to that was going to be if the person who was affected would have had their intelligence dropped by 2/3 when invisible.
Wait, when invisible?
Yeah, anyone if they went invisible, retarded. Right there, right then.
I mean, if
Some of the ones in this neck of the woods that I don't like.
Oh,
Target's home fills with latex paint. What's the other one I saw that was funny? Target sneezes and blows out all their teeth. There's some fucked up ones in this neck of the woods. Target's home rotates 90 degrees each time they enter it.
The building itself, the orientation of everything inside.
Yes.
Home rotates.
Rotate.
Home resembles gigantic sculpted bust of them. There's some fucking funny ones in here. Why don't we ever see those? We all see the nightmare ones. If only it wasn't for the fact that all of you are fucking homeless. Except Baz, who has like a tiny cottage in Samson of all places.
And a fucking door inside of my chapel.
For tax reasons is considered church property. Otherwise you can get taxed on it and they're going to retake you to the cleaners, I'm not going to lie to you. But yeah, you have back to the turtle situation, away from the curse situation. Yeah, you now have a turtle being borne down upon by a large angry machine.
The ghost will open the lip of the bag wide. The skeleton will jump inside.
Yeah.
The ghost will turn to Neri. You have a choice. You can take a breath and get in yourself. And then from inside the hollow of the bag, or we can make you get in!
You muted, by the way.
Fog. Okay, alright, at this point, you know what? I'm slow, I'm a big rock person, so I'll get in the bag.
Take that breath.
Wait, how long can I hold my breath, actually? That's a good question.
It's like your constitution score in rounds, don't worry about it.
Like, okay.
Con score, not modifier.
Just
Score.
mid-breath
It's
ask
17.
that. Like, to
It's
yourself.
17.
Just because you ask that mid-sentence, you don't get the breath.
No! Take another.
All right. My con score is 17. So okay, that should allow me to hold my breath for a fairly decent amount of time.
Move with Armon's like sporadic ghostly movements.
Whoop.
Okay, you now have a bag full of autism.
full of an autistic rock person.
Well, inside of my bag, as you can see the entirety of my supplies, including the robe of Sunder. The skeleton is wearing the robe of Sunder, like a pimp robe.
Based.
The bag will now
I'm
move.
just standing there with my. Oh my.
Why is this cross so heavy? Of course it's heavy. It's full of mercy. Well, in this case, full of autism.
I have already moved 15 feet.
I miss you, Wolfwood. They yassified my boy.
Should be enough. Yes. Okay, the bag will now move the remaining 45 feet at blistering speed, with the ghost driving.
Very high speed.
Shit. There is still a token back here. That is the light source supposed to be on him. Torch here. And I can't see where the golem is, so I don't know where its light source is.
Oh, I've got a gift for this in Shitpost Corner.
I have to temporarily move my character back so I can physically see. Okay. So, the ghost flame that is in the golem's head will now turn hot and barrel towards the turtle.
The last thing the turtle sees, last thing all the ghost light sees is the turtle going, oh fuck.
Basically, the ghost light is going to fly to the air and is going to start to flicker. and will start moving towards the turtle slowly before beating at it.
This is a bad time for turtle. Let me find my
has seen
explosion
enough.
sound effect. It's in here somewhere.
play.
There it is. The entire tunnel shakes,
Oof.
and a wall of flames is quickly advancing up the corridor. Hits the lip, ricochets upwards, and starts spewing down into the surrounding area. Could everyone roll me a reflex save, please, if you're in that tunnel and not round the corner, past the second turtle?
Do I count being inside the bag?
No, but the bag needs to roll a save.
Oh,
Okay.
does it help that the area is 15 feet up?
Yes, it does help. This could have been way worse. If you'd been there at ground zero, it would have been bad news bears. Also, if that bag gets destroyed, it means that all of you are dumped onto the astral plane through a gap about an inch wide.
Oh, by the way, Bill, the golem takes a -4 to its save against this.
Yeah, don't worry. It doesn't actually roll. It doesn't actually attempt to protect itself.
Mark, I
see.
do believe you have the -3. Or is reflex a
So-
skill?
No,
Is
it's,
Mark
it's a
plus
save.
on
Okay, okay.
Yes,
Never
if you
mind.
want-
Be
You'll-
effective.
Here's the cut-off point. Are you beyond the second turtle? No. Roll reflex.
I am, and I'm staring at the moon.
17.
Okay. 18, 17. Can the interior? Can Neri roll me a save, please? Because she's technically in control of the bag.
Oh, okay, yep. 1 second. It's reflex save. And. Please don't. Hey.
Yep, that's good save, but
Hers
she's
would be the
technically
third.
on-
Hers would be the third roll. Hers
It's
would
so
be
hard. The DC is 15. Don't worry about
It's
it.
a save, not a skill.
Oh yeah, it's also. It's so high even if it was applied. Good point. You all hit the deck. Or you all you all hit the deck and watch it roll over the entirety of the ceiling in a massive sheet of flames. The entirety of the lower floor is now an ocean of napalm.
Napalm
You ever see-
sticks to kids.
It's not doing
There's
from
no
Baz, not
kids
me.
here.
good.
Thank goodness.
It's just, yeah.
If you're at home and you're under the age of 18, please stop watching and instead get both your parents to watch.
Good, the last in line. Please go home alone.
Oh.
Then tell them to subscribe to the channel of everyone involved.
Also, Wormack is asking if you can check your DM's bill, just to be sure.
Oop.
Not sure what's
Yep.
happening, but...
Okay, yep, and then out. Yep, yes to the thing about the ghost touch. Excellent, and yet don't worry, the second turtles are... What you're at now see is, as the turtle here, as the flames reach him, instead, a set of, like, Karatina's jaw slam shut over the top of its shell.
While inside the bag.
It's a bit like that. It's a bit like that thing, like in the thing when like the gut opens and its teeth.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, it's just secondary jaws just snap shut over the top of the turtle shell. There are as you can see, there are explosive and bear trap variants of the snapping turtle.
Mm-hmm. While inside the bag, the ghost communicates to the group. The plan was to sacrifice the skeleton to a body and send the turtle hurling into the golem to slow it down. Skeleton will fly, but preferably this way we actually get to keep the skeleton until we find another body. We blame Neri. We told you to get ahead of us.
I can't say anything on the back.
It's what happens when you don't listen. That's fine. It's your choice.
I was gonna recommend, just snap a hole into the bag with your claws, but then I realized that would yeet you into the astral plane, so don't.
Unfortunately, it does not sound
Smash. It gets to the gap, and something very disconcerting occurs. Both of its arms, like unhook at the shoulder, roll back over the top of it, and it's now running on all fours, scuttling like a tarantula up the gap, smashing its way through. Just each swing of this thing's talons are grinding the stone down to powder.
Stealing my jig of walking on all fours.
Roll. Could anyone with engineering please roll it?
Unfortunately, Baz is not present. But I am.
Baz can roll from the sound.
Okay. Let's see here.
No.
It is. Mine would be the
Carl.
-3?
Yes.
Okay.
Even then,
Now that and then this. Yes.
the way this thing was built previously, it could not do that. It appears as though it has actually shifted around the machinery inside itself. And judging by the way it's reacted, it has... And since you actually get to have +2 from Baz, it learned to do this.
I'm sorry.
It's adapting.
From my position, can I be able to roll perception to see how damaged it looks?
You may. Actually, it'd be an engineering check.
It would also be an engineering check?
Yes, please.
No zeros, please. That's horrible.
You don't know.
12.
You can't tell. It's very hard to tell. You know its leg was the one that was injured, but you also saw it crimp the metal shut. So it might be that it has some capability to repair itself. When it gets to this stage, it's going to reach out, and I'm going to roll a dice to see who it grabs.
Godspeed, everyone.
It grabs the skeleton.
Isn't the skeleton in a bag?
Yes, but I opened the bag to look out.
The skeleton's in
Oh.
the bag, and the ghost is on the outside. No, skeleton's out the bag. The ghost is inside
Yes.
the bag.
Oh, okay.
Okay, grabs the skeleton by the arm. Sorry, by the leg, given the angle. No, by the arm, because it's reaching over the top, like it moves like a spider does. It's got its arms up and over itself.
I'm just gonna grab from above
And it's scuttling.
down.
Yeah, I mean, it grabs onto its shoulder, and you watch as the hand just with absolute effortless grace, just closes through the skeleton, obliterating the right side of its torso. The skeleton no longer has a right arm.
Well, that's unfortunate.
And it will lose a quarter of it. Sorry, it will lose a third of its hit points.
Well, here's a serious question, Bill. Is the skeleton's hit points separate from my hit points?
Yes. If you are currently possessing it, I will need a reflex save.
No. I'm just automating it from a distance.
Okay, if you're just controlling it like distantly, then yeah, it'll just. And then it gets its extra roll because it's a rider effect. Okay. Okay. Everyone connected to the. Okay, everyone's about to learn an interesting thing about this creature. Everyone connected to the skeleton via the psychic network. Take 10 points of psychic damage.
Pain.
As a psychic backlash runs through the entire network. So anyone who is connected to the skeleton, so if you're controlling it, if you're connected to a network that's controlling it, you take 10 points of damage, which is considered psionic, and is psionic energy type.
I
As
don't believe
the-
anyone got back into the psychic network.
You did when I went through you.
No,
Adding to the network versus like moving through someone is different.
yeah,
Okay.
no, get fucked.
It takes
no.
concerted effort.
Okay.
It like maintaining the psychic network is a different place. Like, this is if anyone wants to roll Arcana, they may.
Then I think it's just me then.
Okay, then it's just 10 points of damage. And yeah, it's knowledge Arcana to try and identify what that effect was, as there's an almighty, like... There's a slight discharge of black light from between its fingertips. This creature, whatever it is, and it does seem to have a bit more biological matter in it than you think, looking at it this closely now, or with lights directly up in its scowling face, has the ability that whatever it strikes, anything connected to it, so necromancers and their undead, even rangers and their animal companions, it has an empathic, kind of, what's the word? Mimetic effect. So even something as simple as the empathic link between a ranger and their pet is enough of a psychic link for that sonic shockwave to just rush through and injure the other person in the link. Whatever those worms are inside of it have some kind of emotional or psionic effect. And you can see the very, like, inside of it's not even a skull, it's a metal sculpture in which there's just these squirming white worms, and now you can see the occasional points of them are poking through the gaps in the eyes, and these long tendrils are unfolding almost like little fleshy flowers, and probing at the air with these tendrils ending in pinpricks of ghostly white light.
I know that Eris is currently having a staring contest, but it sounds awfully familiar to one thing. Not like this.
Don't worry, they'll fill you in once you're done with your epileptic then.
In reaction to getting its arm torn off. Oh no, I've been disarmed. Shame.
I've decided to cleave into your leg. No, let's not give myself the opportunity to start devolving. Okay, Baz. The K9 is on the ground, writhing.
Yep. Real quick though, before anything, would I have an idea of how long it would take for a flare to yield any sort of result?
Once the flare is down, the emission of the divination effect is instant. But how long it takes someone to react to it is another matter. You'd want to get to a safe place before it.
Yeah, I figured
They
as
need
much.
to make a they'll need to get down here.
Yeah.
You're not even sure how they're going to do it. Because teleporting in an underground situation is insanely dangerous.
Yeah, and I take it also wouldn't be a good idea to have it be on my person while active either.
No, the flares do generate an awful lot of energy.
Gotcha.
And again, they wouldn't be able to do a combat teleport anyway. Not on someone moving. They wouldn't be able to get a lock on you. It would just burn like a phosphorus flare. It would just injure you. It needs to hit a surface or another hostile creature if it's using targeting version.
Alright. In that case, I'll just ask Faustus real quick what the cooldown is like. He's almost ready.
Let me get my fancy 1d4. Six more seconds. You can try and negotiate if you wish. That's the thing with elemental and outsiders. You can technically negotiate through their physicality.
No, Baz will be fine with this.
Okay.
What he will do...
You can see an ember flickering, and he's like he's just getting the embers ready for the flames.
Actually, I'll be cheeky. I'll just ask him. What do you want in return for hurrying up?
A favor. And as he says that, another great gout of flame. But this flame is different. It's blue rather than red. Let me get the old flame sound effect.
Could I make some sort of a knowledge check on this, just to kind of, feel it out a little bit? Because I've not seen this from Faustus before.
Okay, you may.
Flames?
Yes. The flames hit the mass and burn away the flies in an instant, leaving nothing but charred remains. That flame was witch flame. It burns cold rather than hot. You saw the arsonist you made into the sacrifice for him use similar, but you weren't aware that he could do that. And judging by his reaction inside your arm, you're not sure that he knew he could do that.
What did the Ignis do?
Launched a ball of cold flame rather than hot.
Based.
Right.
You
Thanks,
get the thing
Faustus.
that took
There you
some
go.
very specific timing.
Based and chilled pill.
What worries you, though, is that flesh that they were congregating on, that looks like dozens of corpses twisted together. Whatever that thing is, it's been down here a while, and you're not... Like, these tunnels weren't dug by it, they're the wrong size. You wouldn't have been able to fit through that gap you carved through.
Does it seem to be, animated or moving or writhing in any sort of way?
Sorry, say again, please, Han?
Does it seem to be animated or writhing in any sort of way?
Make me a perception check, please.
That is 2 out of 3.
The mass does seem to have like the occasional like wriggle and writhe of like almost like a worm moving through. Like it looks like it's got parasites nesting in it, probably from the ripsaw flies. And then as you look at it, inside the little gap there in between it, for a second you think you saw an eye open and close. But not anything human.
Does it seem like almost an entity in and of itself? Or more of like just a pile with a bunch of things in it?
You think originally it was a pile, but now it might be something more akin to a conglomerate entity. You know that if you get piles of ruptured flesh like this in one place for too long, some bad things can start to happen. With your knowledge planes check being that high, you know that there are creatures on the other side that can use wounds as gateways. Especially
Does it seem demonic? Does it seem demonic or fiendish in any sort of way?
It does look a bit sketchy, I'm not going to lie to you. You only caught a glimpse, so it's hard to tell, but it didn't look safe.
Do I reckon that blasting it with holy light would have a decent result at just purging it?
It'll certainly give it something to think about, and if it is a fiend, it will harm it severely.
Excellent. In that case, I'm going to be pointing the sanctified mithril rapier at it. Oh, wait a second.
Yep, for that.
I will point the sanctified mithril rapier at it, because I'm pretty sure it counts as a holy symbol as well.
Mm-hmm.
Point. And I'm going to blast it with holy light. Barrage it, rather.
Okay. As you do, there is a horrible high-pitched shrieking noise, and the flesh falls to like a blackened mass. I try and do this without accidentally fuck. Oh yeah, that'll do the trick.
Also, it cannot be healed.
What layer is this on? Oh, it's because hang on. Sorry, I forgot about this fucking like lighting layer that I used to try and make it a little bit more obscure. Yep. The flesh melts away.
Does it reveal anything else? Any sort of entity?
There are a number of crevices in the stone.
Should I roll another perception?
No, it will be okay. You do not notice anything there.
Okay. Let's see. In that case, I shall simply waltz over to Eris, pick her up, and then start walking back.
Okay. She's light enough that you can pick her up as if she was like a piece of equipment, so...
Yeah. She'll move up to here with her, and I shall keep my rapier at the ready facing this direction.
Okay. And I think we shall end it there at the top of the initiative. I'm about to go into it's going to be Neri's turn next, since Armand delayed his to coincide with comrades, and we will.
That was just for one turn, though.
If you delay your whole turn, it resets your initiative to be with the person that you delay it to.
That's, I think, in this situation, it would
It's just
make more
readied
sense.
actions. It's readied actions that allow you to. You only get to hold back a single action. Normally.
I mean, I'm not gonna have any thing to do this turn, considering I'm inside the bag of holding. So.
No, you could operate from inside the bag. You'd be surprised. But
Really? All right.
But we shall reconvene next week, where hopefully
Yes,
we
it is
should see.
getting a bit late.
Yes, it is 20 past midnight. Very much like we normally operate at. Apologies to those at home who might be inconvenienced as such. We hope to see you all again next week for more of the show. And it's an Alpa showing from me.
It sure is.
And I'm not sure it was a good night from you boys and girls.
Take care, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow on the regular Broken Crown podcast. As always, of course, Carl and Mark's links are down below.
I believe that.
See you next week.
Subscribe to Common Mark on Twitch. I believe he is just short of a major breakthrough.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know you were
Yes,
didn't
I
know the
haven't
Twitch
followed
thing.
it.
I'm 10 days in to my 30-day challenge. We're just 3 subscribers away, and like
Keep in mind
I need
the
to do.
shit.
viewer. Thingy.
Wait, can you send me or post it in players chat your Twitch link so I can put
Yes.
it in the channel description and in the chat right now, so everybody can. If you only need 3 people, hopefully we get that like right now. I mean, like,
Yeah.
if not, I'll show it tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I'll join that shit right now.
I don't use Twitch, but you know.
I've got a Twitch account.
Yeah, no, I don't either. But you know, it's worth having it for when I inevitably get banned from YouTube.
Right. Let me go ahead and also I'll add that to the for all of the streams we do going forward and for this one. So yeah, check out Mark's Twitch channel there.
Yes.
Thank you everybody for hanging out, and we'll see you all next Tuesday.
Indeed.
Godspeed.
Yeah, woman.
Cheers.
Have a good one.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.